Oh shit.
Oops. Just trying to pull up my chat. Alright, let me announce this to everybody.
Yep.
Send this to you too, Surf.
Yeah, I already got it announced and everything, so.
Okay, there's that. Post to my Twitter.
Man, we're starting off the stream already with a $5 donation by Kibimaru Hiruzen stand. Just right off the bat.
Yes, sir. That's what we like to see.
See it.
Kibimaru! Gotta get the machine gun! What's going on, Tanner? What's up? I'm bad at games. What's up, Dragon Raiders? Sunday Page. What's up, Shadow? Shit, Admiral Slam if you don't like Madara. You think so? I guess we'll find out.
The thing is that the video, at least from what I can see, we're talking about Jubi Madara.
Yeah,
which if that's the case, it's a bit more one-sided in terms of Madara's favor.
According to Surfbone. But
yeah.
As Surfbone proved before stream, he's not the One Piece guy. He's not.
No,
don't listen to him.
No.
Hey, don't say it in the first 2 minutes, Surfbone. You got to give it a minute.
No.
we got to get monetized, man.
Yeah. I'm just saying, Hashi knows a bit more about this stuff than I do, so he's the only one I'm willing to admit that might would be more knowledgeable on One Piece than I am.
Look at this guy. He says, Noodles, your description is the same as last stream, by the way. Look at this guy pointing out something that I don't need to know. Fine, buddy. I'll change it just for you. You know, no one else needed to point that out. But since you got to be that guy, that one guy that has to point that out, I'll change it. I'll slightly alter it like I always do.
And now we got a $5 donation from Tanner. I will also donate because I'm the GOAT, but not as goated as Toby Rama. I will say Madara slams.
Madara slams. Facts. Hold on. Alright, let's see. We react to Madara versus the Admirals! Exclamation mark. There. I changed it. Just for you, buddy. You're welcome. We gotta wait for a few more people to get in here before we really get this video going, chat. But today, we got some One Piece goons. One Piece goons ready to go. And the donations are already flying.
Yeah.
$5 from Josh Farrow. Sage of Thick Calves posted a short about the tandem paper bombs. He was pissed that he was being called dumb, lol. I love how you speak your mind. Yeah, I actually commented on that short. I said that we shouldn't have called him dumb or whatever, you know. Probably shouldn't have said that. But at the end of the day, it's just anime content, man. Nothing to be taken too seriously. I actually talked to him in VC today. He seems pretty chill. So he seems like a chill dude.
Yeah.
That don't mean he's any less of a Minato wanker, though. That dude be wanking. He's a straight up Minato goon. That's okay, though.
Also, just know, chat, sometimes we get really into it for the streaming purposes. We don't mean any hate by bashing on some dude's video.
Yeah, I'm not trying to hate bomb this guy. I'm not. I'm just trying to peep his arguments, see if they're good, and if they are, I'm here to debunk them. If they're not, or if they're bad, I'm here to debunk them. If they're good, I'll tell them they're good. It's my honest reaction, and people are here to see that. We already got 52 people in the chat. Surfbone, are you ready to hop into, let's see what this guy's name is. It's Eon. Eon something. Just the Eon.
However, I will go over specific...
There is one guy that's been wanting us to watch this dude in particular for a long time, but that dude's now banned from our server, so...
Dang. Well, let's bring up the video, shall we?
Yep.
Alright, chat. Alright, chat. We got a video from Eon. Madara Uchiha versus the Admirals. Is it close? I don't know. Is it, Eon?
Honestly, I don't. I hate these freaking titles, bro.
Alright.
Hey, how's it going, everyone? So, I had originally planned to make a what if Madara invaded Marineford video, but I ran into some problems with both the writing of Marineford and the feats presented that made it very difficult for me to just put Madara in Whitebeard's place. So, instead, I asked you guys if you wanted me to make a versus battle between Madara and the Admirals, and most of you that voted on the poll wanted this instead, so here we are. For those of you that did want the what if video, I haven't scrapped the idea, and I will come back to it later. The structure of this video will be different from my other versus battles. Instead of telling you guys who I think would win by using their feats, statements, and narrative, I want to take a more methodical approach. I will simply present the information, my thought process behind some of the feats and statements, possible interpretations one may have, and I'll offer up some arguments for both sides while also tackling some possible arguments that may come up.
It sounds like he is using feats, statements, and narratives. He's just being more specific. You know what I mean? That's what it sounds like.
Yeah.
Split up into multiple parts. EMS Madara with the Nine-Tailed Fox versus each Admiral separately. OS Madara versus each Admiral separately, and finally, Ten Tails Madara versus all three Admirals. I don't think I need to give any in-depth explanation for any of these characters. However, I will go over specific portions of each individual toolkit as it becomes necessary. As always, there won't be any verse equalization. And if you like my content...
There won't be any verse equalization. Okay, so chat, let me go over verse equalization real quick. The idea of verse equalization is simply merging together energy systems per verse. So, the reason you do that is so every character from each verse is allowed to use their abilities. Because the fact is, the physics in Dragon Ball, the physics in Bleach, the physics in Naruto, and the physics in One Piece are all not the same. In fact, every single one of them has differences. What's going on, everybody in chat? What's up, Jewel? Anyway, no, you're not late. You just joined, Alex Robinell. Appreciate you for showing up. Anyway, so verse equalization is just the idea that you equalize energy systems. And the reason you do that is specifically so you can have everyone be allowed to use their powers. Because the fact is, we don't know if Chakra can be used in the One Piece verse. We don't know if Haki can be used in the Naruto verse. Because those things don't even exist in those verses. They're not even present. So I think it's already really like power scaling to not include verse equalization, but I'll hear him out. I'll see what he has to say about it, but I'm probably already gonna have a problem with this video just based on the single statement. Go ahead, Surf.
Yeah, verse equalization is just like we're skipping the semantics of whether or not chakra equals Haki for the sake of like brevity. Or we're like, you know what? Let's just talk about if these guys go at it, what can they do? Like we're skipping whether or not these things can interact or not. We're not having that conversation. We're just discussing who would win.
Yeah, exactly. Let's listen to what he has to say then.
I would really appreciate it if you could like and subscribe. With all that out of the way, let's begin. I want to start off this video talking about speed. EMS Madara doesn't really have that many tangible light speed, movement, or combat feats throughout his entire encounter with A and Inoki.
What's going on, Chad? Wake up, Chad! We're awake! We're here! We're living life! Oh my god, no light speed feats? He must have not have seen the Kage Summit, Surfbone. He must have not have seen Darwin's Laser Circus. He must have not have seen Mifune's Light Beam Slash. He must have not have seen Light Fang, baby! He's got so many different light speed scalings, buddy. This shit is not real already, but you know what? I'm here for it. So he's talking about A. He's talking about bringing up the Madara that held back against A and beat the dog shit out of the 5 Kage while holding back. Let's see what he has to say about this.
Many tangible lightspeed movement or combat feats. Throughout his entire encounter with A and Inoki as an Edo Tensei, he couldn't dodge any of their attacks, more so he blocked them.
He couldn't dodge any of their attacks. Madara can't dodge the Raikage, chat. Madara can't dodge the Raikage. All that ass whooping he did to all of them, that was fake news. You know, it's so funny to me that people bring this up and then just forget the part where Madara lets Inoki hit him with the what is it, that particle style. He lets him hit him with particle style. And he's like, yeah, I wouldn't want to go full force against children. I just wanted to show... Well, he says that when he brings out the Susanoo. I haven't been going full force the whole time against children. Why would I? Like, he's trolling them. He's literally trolling them. And by the way, this Madara is still scaling to, like, crazy fast characters like Hashirama as an Edo. He should still be scaling to him. There's no reason he shouldn't. But yeah, let's keep watching.
They aren't as powerful as their alive versions, but there isn't really any evidence that suggests they're so much slower than when they were alive. Not to mention, there aren't that many lightspeed.
Oh my god, bro. This video.
What? Oh no.
Oh, chat, this video is gonna be a while. We're gonna be drugged through it today.
It's just like...
Facts on that Kitsuchi greater than Minato Tanner.
Like, how does he ignore the blatant fact that Madara was holding back, like, so much against the five Kage, to the point where he's like, all right, I'm going to make a bunch of wood clones, and I want you guys to ask yourselves, do you guys want these to have their own Susanos or not? And then you fight them.
I got a feat for y'all.
Oh, no. Oh, no.
Hold on.
Someone's... Oh, we also got another $2 again from Tanner. Kitsuchi above Minato.
I blitzed you on that one, Surfbone.
Yep.
No, I'm not trying to read a calc right now. Alright, boys. Y'all remember this feat, right? Y'all remember this feat? Yeah, I'm not trying to open it that way. What the hell? Hold on.
Just close that.
Oh, where the hell is it, man?
What are you trying to do?
Don't worry about it. Look at this chat. Y'all remember this? Y'all remember when KCM 1 Naruto dodged the Raikage? Surfbone? What's this?
Yep.
What's this? Is this? No way.
Oh, no.
Is that KCM2 Naruto casually getting reacted to by Madara? Oh, he scales to the Raikage. The Raikage's on his level, boys. Not KCM1 that blitzed the version 2 full speed going to kill Naruto Raikage, the bloodlusted Raikage. You guys remember that?
Yeah,
when he was fighting the bloodlusted Raikage and he dodged him at full speed? And then Madara's over here casually reacting to KCM2 Naruto?
Hold on, Noodles. You gotta see this. Nate sent me this.
What's happening? No! Not the Raikage!
You told me he got caught?
He got grabbed! He can't react to the Raikage. Look at the Raikage! No! No! He grabs him and he puts that little bitch in a genjutsu. He's like, come here, motherfucker. Not to mention, he blocks the Raikage right out of the gate. The first punch thrown. What chapter is this? What chapter is Madara versus the Raikage? Let's see. 5 Kages.
People are already debating about whether or not Daigo Knight is better or worse than this guy.
Just based off
of the first 3 minutes.
They're like, nah, this ain't Daigo Knight level. Like, maybe it is, bro. I don't know. 561.
I know. We're already getting into... Oh, man. The Madara couldn't even react to the Raikage.
We're like, what? No, bro. It's not the case. There's no way he actually thinks this shit. Man, I already forgot the chapter. What was it? 562. Alright, let's see. 562. We gotta bring up these chapters because we gotta get some high quality scans.
Yep, Nate sent me something else.
Hold on. I just want to show the
I never-
first panel when the Raikage comes out of the light speed transportation jutsu. What happens? Oh, look! Madara blocks! He blocks the first attack!
And guess what, chat? Guess what? You know what these two were doing? When they were about to, like, hit this motherfucker, they were traveling at the speed of light!
They're coming out at light speed, bro.
They're literally coming out of traveling at light speed. They were being
Literally.
transported at light speed.
No! He blocked him again! Not again! He's real fast. Madara says he's fast. But he blocked. Blocked again! No! Wait, maybe the Raikage can land a punch. Maybe. Maybe he can land a punch on holding back Madara. And like a... Not even a full-powered Madara. Oh, he slaps away him. Yo, he landed it with a Noki on his back. A Noki amped Raikage blasted through the Susanoo. That's pretty good. Too bad he's holding back. Okay, Obi does bite now. We can get through all this stuff.
Yeah,
I just want to see the
look at
Kage.
what I sent you.
Hold on, let's see. Let's see what you got. Oh no, not this.
Motherfucker just blitzes Inoki with the fucking. How about a second meteor on your forehead, motherfucker?
To be fair, at least in the anime, they portray it like it was coming above the clouds. But yeah, it's like. Let's get to it.
Statements in Naruto pre-war arc besides Haku's Ice Mirror Jutsu, Mifune's light speed sword
what did you say?
statement are so much slower than when they were alive. Not to mention, there aren't that many lightspeed feats or statements in Naruto pre-war arc besides Haku's Ice Mirror Jutsu, Mifune's lightspeed sword slash, which aren't really relevant to this discussion.
What?
The lightspeed sword slash isn't relevant?
Oh, wait. Oh, and then he mentions the other time that where Kieran's really called Lightspeed?
When's the Kage Summit, chat? Someone tell me what the chapter of the Kage Summit takes place on. Specifically, when Sasuke is fighting the samurai.
Is this dude doesn't know about the water bullet?
He definitely doesn't know about the water bullet.
The water bullet in like
Let's try 470.
in literally part 1 of Naruto?
Let me go back one. Okay, this is literally where the Kage Summit is about to begin, so we gotta go forward a little bit. Alright, here we go. Wait a minute. What was that last chapter? Okay, keep going forward.
Yep, 460.
460 is what they're saying? Yeah, this is after, because Obito's already made his appearance. Alright, let me just go down to the bottom.
Yep, just scroll all the way down, yep. Nate says go to 465.
465, chat. This is going to be an educational stream, I already can tell. Alright, so chat, he says that the light speed attack, the light beam slash that the random samurai can use, that shit doesn't matter is what he claims. So let's look at that. Let's look if that's actually facts. This is a chapter too early. Or too late, I mean. Maybe not. About 460. Go to like 460. Because that's when the whole chamber collapses. Okay, yeah, we're a little bit ahead. Alright, this is still a little too far ahead.
It was probably just
Alright.
about 460. Oh, here we go, yep.
Hold on. We'll see. See if this is it. Alright. Look, they send out these. This is the light beam attack. This is the light beam slash that's referred to in the 4th data book. This is the light beam slash that they're sending out at Sasuke. Sasuke casually deflects them. He repelled them. His blade works similar to ours. He literally repels light beam attacks right here. And then later in this, the next chapter, not the next chapter, it's when he fights Mifune. Mifune attacks him when he's on the roof, and he blocks Mifune.
I'm just gonna say to the people who keep mentioning this dude in chat, if a guy is legit trying to scale Naruto to 11D, and it's like a serious skill that he actually believes in, then he's not good.
Yeah, he's
No one who is competent or or actually is worth any salt argues Naruto anything above like 4D.
Oh, here's Sasuke getting slammed, by the way. The same Sasuke that's Lightspeed. Him perception blitzing the
He slapped on
Amaterasu.
his neck.
Yeah, he perception blitzed the Amaterasu. He does get tagged by Sasuke, but it's look at this.
Yep.
Like Sasuke tries to hit him with the Amaterasu, and the Amaterasu has said that whatever you focus on ignites. But he literally perception blitzes Sasuke right here. But apparently is not Lightspeed. He's not Lightspeed, you guys. And this is version 1A. This isn't even version 2. This is not full speed A. And Madara has already casually reacted to full speed A several times. And it's the weakest form of Madara in the whole series.
Yeah, we got another $5 from Josh. I've never understood how One Piece is even close in power to Naruto or Bleach. Can anyone from the One Piece verse be scaled to Planetary? Yes.
I got to put y'all on for a second. Let me send y'all over here for just a second so I can find this thread real fast.
Yeah, there characters in One Piece can be scaled to Planetary if you use Whitebeard.
This isn't the final attack, chat. Look at this. Someone bring y'all back. Look at this. Darwie's laser circus stated to be literal light rays. Light rays are emitted from the joined hands. So he's shooting out laser beams. It's literally a laser. He's shooting out light rays, lasers, which are light speed. It's also storm release, which is the same release as Light Fang, by the way. Same kind of release as Light Fang, same nature release, storm release. So it's light speed. All 4 of these attacks travel at the same time as the laser circus. And every single attack blew up at the same time, and Sasuke reacted to it with a Susanoo. And he blocked Mifune, who's stated to be the fastest samurai.
Look at these noodles.
Let me see.
Sasuke literally
one. Here's him blocking Mifune, who's literally the fastest samurai stated in the data book.
Without the MS.
Yeah, with no MS, like 3 Tomo Sharingan Sasuke blocked Mifune's sword. So, 3 Tomo Sharingan Sasuke after fighting the Raikage is still light speed. He's literally fighting a light speed character right here. And he blocked Laser Circus, and along with a slew of other attacks that are traveling at the same time. The anime makes this abundantly clear. You can see them literally moving alongside each other. In fact, let's see if we can find it right here in the manga. The Sasuke's getting his shit kicked in by the Raikage.
Yo, we got Charlie in chat. What's up, Charlie?
What's going on, Charlie boy? Look at this. Look at this. Every single attack fires at the same time and all blows up at the same time. This means every single attack right now is light speed. Every single one of them is moving at the speed of light. So how are you going to sit there and tell me that these characters aren't light speed? They are. And Sasuke gets blitzed by the Raikage. Go ahead.
And that there are supposedly no light speed feats or statements pre-Warwick besides 2 statements.
Itachi's Tsukuyomi has stated that even a body made of the speed of light can't resist it. So he's literally saying a character that's made of the speed of light cannot resist his attacks. Hold on, let me see what Karin says. His water bullet is stated to move at the speed of light. Kirin is stated to move at the speed of light. It's the previous chapter. So the Raikage is still not... This is where he amps up to version 2 right here. I'm having to go in detail on this if we're going to talk about One Piece versus Naruto, because a lot of people think Naruto characters aren't light speed for some reason, even though they clearly are. So he's like over here taking Sasuke's back once he gets into V2. Sasuke's like not even really aware yet. He does activate the Amaterasu so he can at least react. But look what Karin says. Nice, a shield of black flames. Nothing can match the Raikage's teleportation speed. If you can't keep up, defend yourself with an intangible shield. He can't just recklessly attack Sasuke. So Sasuke is able to perceive his movement, but he's not able to physically keep up. This is what Karin says. So the version 2 Raikage is not perception blitzing Sasuke, but he's physically blitzing Sasuke. He's physically able to move faster than Sasuke can physically move. So he's already just a regular blitz level above Sasuke right here, and he was perception blitzing him earlier in his version 1 state. So Sasuke is pretty fast for being able to react to this. I actually think Sasuke is getting stronger throughout the fight because his hatred's growing. Like, this is like a consistent theme. Even in the Danzo fight, he constantly gets stronger. So yeah, little food for thought.
Case Kirin.
Yep.
Kirin is stated to be a jutsu that attacks at the speed of light. Going off the interaction between it and Itachi has led me to a couple of conclusions. Looking at both the anime and manga, besides a bit of rubble on his back, Itachi didn't have any scratch or dirt marks on his clothing. This is usually an indicator for someone who just took damage. His cloak seems to have been destroyed since we don't see it again, which is something to keep note of. Now, I don't believe Itachi was acting when he was lying on the ground, so this moment can mean either he has light speed reaction time and his Susanoo couldn't form in time. At least his Susanoo's ribcage can form at relativistic speeds, or Itachi didn't react.
He said if I hadn't have used this, I would have been dead. So he did basically say the Susanoo is what saved him. Now, he's literally saying if I didn't have this, I would have been dead by the Kirin. So he did activate it. It just probably got blew up by the Kirin, is probably what happened. So he uses it. It gets blown up, he's laying on the ground, and then he reactivates it. And this is a big thing for those that think Itachi has bad stamina, because he actually out-stamina'd Sasuke in this fight. Like, he spammed Amaterasu, he used the Susanoo twice, and he used the Tsukiyomi, and, along with a slew of other, like, jutsu. So yeah, you can easily say that Itachi, even while sick, has pretty good stamina. Like, think about that. He out-stamina'd Sasuke while using the most chakra-consuming abilities in his arsenal several times. So yeah, but sick Itachi really doesn't have that bad of stamina. It's just that Sasuke was pressing him to use... And, like, the way he even fought was intentionally stamina draining. Like, he was using his Amaterasu to where he would track behind him and intentionally miss and shit like that. So just think about that. And he let himself get hit in the beginning, too.
In time and set up his Susanoo too late to not go completely unscathed.
I'm sorry for the ads, Toshiro.
Between sub-relativistic at its lowest interpretation or relativistic at its best, and it would still only be a reaction feat. Madara should abstain from this, especially if you consider his blocking feats to the Raikage and Tsuchikage.
It's so weird to me that he's like accepting that like Kirin is a valid thing. That's like the #1 light speed feat that I always see have like contentions. Like people are always like, bro, you're using Kirin, that's stated by Zetsu to be the speed of sound. Or like the speed of lightning or some shit. It's like, okay, but it's also stated in the data book to be light speed. So you're going to take the word of Zetsu or you're going to take the word of the data book? I don't know, but either way, I think it's more consistently should be light speed considering how fast the characters are in that series at that point, and considering Itachi's other like light speed capabilities like Water Bullet and what's the other one? Tsukiyomi. So, yeah.
Addition to his block against Tsunade when she and the Raikage were teleported onto the battlefield. A is stated to be capable of moving at almost the speed of light while performing his AB combo.
Which is not even in his version 2 state, by the way. He's literally bringing up the fact that version 1A is already moving at almost the speed of light. And by the way, this is actually a mistranslation. It says he rushes at speed like light. Doesn't say whether or not it's almost or not. It's just like he's moving like light. So it's like directly comparing his speed to light. So I do actually think the Raikage in version 1 is light speed, which is supported by the fact that he perception blitzed Sasuke. He perception blitzed them. So if he's perception blitzing Sasuke, who was previously able to react to light speed attacks with his sword, he should be moving faster than light. He should be, in version 1. So yeah, this is just further support that version 1 Raikage is light speed. Not even version 2. Not even KCM 1 Naruto, who blitzes version 2 by a significant amount. Like, there's been calcs between 70 and 50 times. Literally 70 and 50 times for how bad both Minato and Naruto blitz the Raikage. So, and that's not even including KCM 2 Naruto, who the weakest version of Madara, the weakest version in the whole series, was able to react to.
So there's
Also, someone said that the data book statements are often hyperbolic. You don't know. You have to determine whether or not something is hyperbolic by what is consistent. You can't just determine something is hyperbolic just by its wording alone. Like,
it depends. It's like, yeah, there are hyperbolic statements in both the manga and data book, but you can't just assume that something's hyperbolic without evidence. You have to actually provide evidence for why. And like I said, it's more consistent in the narrative for it to be Lightspeed, considering how fast these characters have already shown capable of moving. Specifically Itachi, who has 2 jutsu, which are already Lightspeed. So it's like, yeah, you can sit there and tell me it's, lightning speed all you want, but do you really think that Kirin fucking that's coming down on Itachi is the same speed as, 13-year-old Kakashi cutting a lightning bolt? You think Kirin's the same speed as 13-year-old Kakashi? Does that make any sense? It's not consistent, right? So I'll take the data book statement based on consistency. $5 from Dane Abriel. Beyond Kirin, he acknowledged Part 1 Haku lightspeed. While he is downplayed, don't tell me he thinks Haku is faster than Madara. Yeah, I mean, he might think Haku is the same speed as Madara, maybe, but that's still just equally ludicrous. So, let's continue, though. What's going on, chat? Keep it coming! Appreciate the $5.
Madara has lightspeed reaction time. Now, attempting to prove that he has lightspeed combat speed or movement speed is a little harder. There aren't.
Okay, so he does actually believe Haku is faster than Madara then.
I don't know how you can believe that One Piece is Lightspeed without also believing that Naruto is Lightspeed.
There's just so many Lightspeed statements.
Honestly, if you think that if you think Naruto's Lightspeed meta starts at the light thing, then you think that One Piece's Lightspeed meta starts at Kizaru. Bar none. If you unironically believe that Naruto's verse, Lightspeed meta starts at the light thing, then you have to agree that Kizaru is, and any characters that finally scale to Kizaru are therefore Lightspeed.
Haku eating good today, LMAO. Yeah, apparently, bro. Turn the video volume up. Alright, bro, I got you. Here we go with this song and dance again.
Yep. Just make sure it's slow and then
Enhanced version 2 lightning cloak or A with a Noki on his back.
Is that okay,
the lightweight boulder jutsu can move at the speed of light or fast.
Can you hear this, Surfbone, by the way?
Yeah, I can.
Okay,
A does not have any statements or feats that confirm he can move with the lightspeed. There aren't any canon multipliers for the Raikage's version 2 lightning cloak or the Tsujikage's lightweight boulder jutsu. To say that he can move at the light speed or faster is at best an assumption.
What's this? What's this? He's just blitzing Sasuke, literally. Karin's he can't keep up! Nothing can match the Raikage's teleportation speed. And she literally just watched Sasuke block several light speed... she just saw so many light speed attacks in a row. And she was like, nothing can match the Raikage speed. Nothing. So how? How is this not a feat? How is this not him just being faster than the samurai? Do you unironically think these random samurai are gonna fucking just blitz the Raikage? You think they're just gonna chop him up? They're just gonna come up there and and cut him off before he can go into his lightning cloak? Doesn't even make sense, bro.
I honestly believe Nate. He's dude. It's either he hasn't read Naruto or we're about to see some generational Admiral glazing. That's honestly what we're probably going to be seeing here.
Just clicked out of the video, man. Hold on. Let me bring it back up.
Yep. You also got $2 from Tanner. Tobirama above the Admirals.
Madara.
Tobirama above the Admirals? I don't even know.
Never dodged or outran them.
Probably.
In addition, when Madara creates the 25 wood clones with Susanoo, the Raikage never seems to get overwhelmed by them. When he sees Tsunade,
are you shitting me, bro?
He's distracted long enough for
what is this? What is this? What do you mean he didn't get overwhelmed?
He literally got caught right there.
He got caught by the Susanoo embodied. That's how he lost. Let me see what his context is.
How do you literally edit your own video, put your own scans in, and then get disproved by your own scans?
I think he's saying he got caught off guard though. Let's see what he says.
Outran them. In addition, when Madara creates the 25 wood clones with Susanoo, the Raikage never seems to get overwhelmed by them. When he sees Tsunade fall to the ground, he is distracted long enough for Madara to grab him and place him under Genjutsu. Hokage!
I guess he does. I guess he was looking the other way. I mean, that's not invalid. Like, he doesn't get overwhelmed, quote unquote. But it's also like Madara literally tells them that he is fucking around. He's like, "Do you guys want the Wood Clones to have Susanoo or not?" Like, he's literally trolling them the whole time. Like, the entire thing about Madara's character, we do not see him go all out until, like, I'm trying to even think the first time. We don't even... He holds back even in, like, the 8th Gate Guy fight. I think the only time he really... I'm trying to even think of when he, like, tries. I'm really trying to think of when he tries. Is it actually Sage 6 Bad's Naruto? Is that the first time we see him try? Maybe he tried against the Biju? Like, maybe he was trying against them? Like, when he was absorbing all the Biju? But, yeah, like... I don't know. $5 from Dane Abriel. By the way, he was arguing Itachi Lightspeed. Want to bring up that water bullet in part 1? Yeah, I already brought up the water bullet. Like, Itachi's water bullet is literally stated to move at the speed of light.
May be able to argue that this is a light speed combat feat for Madara, but the Raikage was clearly caught off guard. There is also a feat of Madara absorbing one of Darui's laser circus beams, which are stated to be light speed, but a squad of cloud ninjas also used lightning style flash pillar jutsu, which creates a light that blinds the opponent, and that light reached Madara and Obito before the laser circus, making the feat more contentious.
How does that make it more contentious? Not only is he reacting to the laser circus point blank, he's also blind! Like, he's blind! He can't even fucking see! What the fuck you mean that makes it worse? Like, it makes it more contentious. How does that even make sense? He's fucking blind reacting to this shit. What's going on, man? He casually did it. He's just like, oh, that's bright. Puts his hand out, blocks it. Like, exactly where the laser circus is hitting, too. He, like, grabs the fucking light beam mid-air. Just think about that for a minute. He actually grabbed this light beam mid-fucking air. Blind. Like, you can't tell me he's not casually lightspeed. He's casually lightspeed, bro.
There's also a feat later on where he blocks a KCM2 Tailed Beast Bomb from Naruto's Shadow Clone. This could be argued to be a lightspeed combat and reaction feat, but after taking a closer look at the feat, I also think it's a bit more contentious.
Alright, let's hear this one.
Never show Naruto's clone jumping into the air, only falling. I can understand the reasoning as to why someone would assume that this is a lightspeed feat, since KCM2 Naruto is faster than the KCM1 version that dodges...
Okay, think about this. Look how fast Naruto punches his hand out. Look at Madara. Madara doesn't move his fan until Naruto is already attacking. So regardless of him just falling through the air, he's moving his fan after Naruto attacks. So he's, like, mentally perceiving Naruto, waits for him to attack, and then blocks him. So he is physically moving at a relative distance and relative speed to KCM2 Naruto and bodied him. It is a light speed feat. 100%. What the fuck you mean we don't see him jump either? Do we need to see him jump? Do we need to see him shit if he goes to the bathroom too? Do we need to see that?
If Naruto's not moving at light speed because he's falling from the air.
Yeah. It's like, dude, do you think he's gonna try to move slower against Madara? He's just watched this dude body the whole fucking alliance. You think he wants to go slow?
From all he knows, the Kage are the dead. The Kage are fucking dead in Naruto's mind. Why would he be just going purposely slower?
It doesn't make any sense.
Would assume that this is a light speed feat, since KCM2 Naruto is faster than the KCM1 version that dodged the Raikage's top speed punch. Which again, there is no evidence to suggest it is definitively light speed.
Oh my gosh, bro, this is such terrible argumentation. Let me keep going before I can't stop every 3 seconds. We'll never get through this shit.
However, we only really see Naruto falling towards Madara.
We need to put this on another, like, if you believe, let me know down below the comments below. Yeah, fucking put this at like 1.5 times speed or something.
No, bro, I can't. It's already kind of almost indiscernible. Hold on, I gotta tell him this. That Madara feat is fucking light speed. Nimrod. Oh, I didn't mean to caps lock this shit. Let me retype that. This fucking...
we even got the man Clyde in chat.
Alright. What's up, Clyde? What's going on? Dude, Clyde, this motherfucker said that Madara blocking KCM2 Naruto doesn't prove that Madara is actually relative to KCM2 Naruto, therefore it's not Lightspeed. That's the shit we're listening to right now, bro. How the fuck does this make any sense? Keep the caps, Noodles? Nah, it's alright, bro.
And I haven't found any reason to believe Naruto can fall at light speed at this point in the story.
What do you mean he's falling? It doesn't even matter! Look at the anime! Look at the fucking panel you showed!
Assume that this is a light speed
Look,
feat, since
he
KCM2
doesn't
is
attack
faster than
until
KCM2.
right there, and Madara moves his fan fast as fuck and blocks him after he starts his attack. He's clearly moving a relative distance to his attack. Like, Naruto's hand is here, and he plunges it forward. In that same time, Madara's hands are down here, and he brings them all the way fucking up here. If I pixel scaled this shit, it would be obviously relative. It doesn't even matter if you think the stupid fucking falling argument suddenly means that he's not light speed. He's jumping towards Madara. He would not hold back his speed. If he thought this significantly decreased his speed and attack on Madara, he wouldn't have did it. He's obviously trying to tag Madara in the best way he knows how. So I don't agree with this stupid falling argument. This whole idea that he didn't jump beforehand. What the fuck you mean? Did he just suddenly start flying? Did he fart and he fucking got propelled forward? What the fuck you mean he didn't jump? Of course he jumped. He used his legs to jump forward at KCM2 level speeds to assault Madara, and he got fucking bodied.
KCM1 version that dodged the Raikage's top speed punch, which again, there is no evidence to suggest it is definitively light speed. He should logically be charging at Madara at full speed.
Naruto's speed of gravity confirmed to 9.8 miles per hour max.
Dude, he's like even acknowledging the counter argument I brought to him. It's so fucking weird.
Be charging at Madara at full speed.
He should logically be charging at Madara at full speed.
Be charging at Madara at full speed. However, we only really see Naruto falling towards Madara with no initial burst of speed, and I haven't found any reason to believe Naruto can fall at light.
Oh, what is this, bro? What is this? This angle? You think why is he flying? Why would he just randomly start flying if you don't think he jumped? How is he flying then? Why is he falling towards him? Does that make any fucking sense, chat?
Apparently, whenever the Hulk just jumps really far, millions of miles and kilometers away, he's just falling at a much slower speed than when he jumped initially, according to this guy.
That makes no fucking sense.
He's
thinking Naruto's moving at the speed of gravity right now. Like, he's moving 8 meters a second or some shit. Whatever the speed of gravity pulling him down. It's like, yeah, the gravity's just pulling him down, bro. What the fuck?
All I'm saying is that this isn't a
Naruto has got slow fall confirmed. He's got feather falling, bro, in those fucking feet, bro.
Speed feat for Naruto or Madara. Whether this feat should count, I'll leave it up to you guys in the comments. There is one
What did that say? Hold on.
Whether this feat should
I'm only arguing that it isn't a definitive... No, it's definitive. It's as definitive as it gets. I'm not going to disagree with anyone who believes that it is. Okay. Well, I'll at least acknowledge that you're charitable, but...
that could be used to scale...
No, why am I acknowledging that? Dude, you literally said the counter argument. What the fuck do you mean? You're not charitable.
To light speed, where he blitzed Sage Mode Naruto and Sai after getting...
What, you posted the speed of gravity in chat? What is it? Where'd you post it? Repost the speed of gravity. $2 from Dane April. Naruto's the speed of gravity. Confirms 9.8 miles per second max. So he's 9.8 miles per second. He thinks Naruto is attacking Madara at 9.8 miles per second. Fantastic. Is that miles per second or is that miles per hour? 9.8 meters per second. Yeah, meters. He thinks he's stacking them at 9.8 meters per second. 8 meters a second.
Clips any other previous version of himself. I've also seen people talk about his feat against Tobirama, where he dodged the Flying Raijin slash, where they scale this
while his back was turned.
Blind Madara, might I add.
There are a couple of things that certainly make this more contentious. Tobirama's Flying Raijin is instantaneous, but his slash isn't. In the anime, we can still clearly see that he still has to lunge at Madara, which is what Madara reacted to.
Yes, he literally dodged attempting to what's it called, off guard attack from Tobirama. Like, Tobirama tried to off guard him. The same Tobirama that went over in last stream that was capable of reacting to Jubito. Boys, he was reacting to incomplete Jubito. The same one that was fucking up all the Kage. And, like, casually stronger than the Ten Tails. Minato was over there like, this guy's even more perfect than I see in dreams. Like, this dude's like, he's got dream-like power. He can't even imagine this level of power, but like he has to actually dream about this level of power before. Tobirama is like actually tagging him and reacting to him, and he can't tag Madara. He can't tag a one-eyed Madara. What are we talking about? He's not light speed? You think incomplete Jubito is like slower than KCM1 Naruto or something? What's going on, man? He blitzed KCM too.
Attempt. Tobirama teleports above him, but he's just falling at this point and doesn't get any kind of
He's
leverage in the
falling!
air to accelerate downward. Assuming he's only using his momentum from the first lunge. Unfortunately, OS Madara doesn't have a lot of screen time since he's only around for about 6 to 7 chapters. So he really only has 2 possible feats that could be argued to be light speed. They are contentious, but definitely arguable for either side.
Oh my gosh, here comes Light Fang, boys.
Which could be a 10 times amp due to its similarity with the...
This is literally talking about power. This is actually talking about power. This is not applicable to speed. I'm not that much of a wanker that I'll accept this applies to speed inherently. It's talking about either overall power or physical strength. That has nothing to do with speed by itself.
The cursed marks, since both use nature energy. I should add that the 10 times multiplier could be a low ball for Sage Mode, but since there aren't any statements that can be interpreted to quantify a more accurate multiplier, I'll be going with the assumption that it is at least a 10 times amp. The Admirals are a different story. Ever since Thriller Bark, One Piece characters started to display concrete sub-relativistic to relativistic speed feats. Let's take Zoro as an example since
Here comes the
dodged
light speed bubbles.
light speed pad cannons without observation Haki, while tired from his previous fights against swordsman Ryuma and Oars. Luffy, who scales directly above Zoro, has multiple light speed feats from Sabaody Archipelago.
Yeah. They're fucking light speed, man.
Where he dodges multiple pacifista lasers, which are replicated from Kizaru's Devil Fruit. These feats are extremely important because after the time skip, Luffy is capable of casually dodging consecutive beams from the pacifista and goes as far as to call them slow. Each of the Admirals scale directly above even this version of Luffy, including his potential Gear 4 form, which increases his abilities several times beyond his...
I just don't understand,
That's
like,
also...
how we're even looking at this, like, argument right now. Like, we're just like, yeah, he's dodging some light beams, and then he just ignores the fact that Sasuke literally blocks the laser circus. While, like, right after getting into a fight with the Raikage and getting, like, slammed the fuck around. Like...
Also, the several times statement is a mistranslation.
Really?
I found that out a while ago.
Which
yeah,
one?
It's not several times. This one for Gear 4.
This one right here?
That claims that it's like several times or whatever. It doesn't even say it there. It says it sometime later.
Gear 2. For reference, in NES
we'll
lobby,
bring it up when it comes
post
to relevant.
figured out the trick.
Your feet are hitting the ground more than 10 times each instant to move. I figured out how to do it. I'm glad I know that technique for moving exists. He says that your feet are hitting the ground more than 10 times each instant to move. So he hits the ground 10 times? I don't know.
Basically, he gets like a 10
times speed
like a
amp?
10 times amp. Yeah.
Fantastic.
Behind Soru, which allows someone to essentially hit the ground more than 10 times each instant. This can be interpreted to essentially make Gear 2 a 10 times amp. When Luffy uses Gear 4, Doflamingo says that his use of Armament Haki and Tensile Force raises his...
This is a mistranslation.
Nope, mistranslation.
Wrong! I should have checked the kanji, buddy!
Here, let me go.
If you can get the real translation, it'd be cool. We'll wait right here. The Admirals get blitzed and get a TSO warp shoved up their ass? Possibly. Also, that Luffy feat literally isn't even light speed because he's dodging that point blank. Yeah, I mean, like, he said earlier that just reacting to, like, the Raikage... I forgot which feat in specific... Oh, no, it was Kieran. He said because he reacted to Kieran point blank while blind and near dead, like on the verge of death. That was only a relativistic feat. So that Luffy feat earlier was only relativistic, apparently. So he goes from relativistic to 10 times faster than relativistic. So we'll just say light speed, just to give him that. And now to a mistranslation that doesn't even say anything about several times the speed of light. The message...
This is all it says.
Let me see what it says, son. It says... He is hardening the skin with armament Haki. He uses it to increase its tensile strength many times over. Okay.
It's basically just incredibly vague. It's just a much more like vague statement that doesn't like really tell
this
us
says
anything
power
about
too. What the fuck?
It doesn't. Yeah, it doesn't say power in the actual translation. It only said
You literally
02
posted it and it says it. You literally posted it and it says power. Strength. It says strength.
No. It says tensile strength.
Yeah, you're right. You're right.
It
doesn't matter. Like this whole argument is arguing power equates to speed. Since when the fuck does power equate to speed, chat? I didn't know that a power lifter is a speed lifter. Did you know that, chat? Did you know a power lifter is a speed lifter? Does that make any fucking sense? No. So you went from... Hold on. Let's look. Let's look at this anime.
Scale beams from the passive feat, because after the time skip, Luffy is capable of casual...
You went from
consecutive...
slightly moving his neck and head around some, like, bullets that aren't even moving a relative distance to the beams whatsoever. The beams are clearly, traveling a much farther distance than Luffy is moving. So at best, you get, like, sub-rel to relativistic.
Directly increases his abilities several times.
To somehow him moving his feet 10 times faster... So, like, your like, combat speed, like, is sub-relativistic, and now your travel speed is 10 times faster. That suddenly means your light speed, somehow. And then we get several times power? What are we talking about, chat?
The problem is that he's not applying the same logic that he uses when scaling Naruto about his, like, being skeptical and whether or not something is, like, a definitive light speed feat. But like when he's talking about like a light speed feat for Naruto, for Luffy, he's using one where it's more so like an aim dodge, where he's just barely moving his head out of the way.
Yeah, I mean he's just seeing it come at him in a straight ass line. He's getting out of the center line before it hits him. Now I'm not saying this isn't like relativistic or sub-relativistic, but he's clearly not moving a relative distance in the same time frame as the beams. And speed is distance divided by time. So you have to move a similar distance in the same time frame in order to be relative. And he is not moving a similar distance whatsoever.
Tensile force raises his power several times beyond its limits. Several could mean 3 to 4 times, and Gear 4
it doesn't even say that. It doesn't even say that. It says strength too. It's talking about strength, not even speed.
On Whole Cake Island,
it's only talk about tensile strength due to like his rubber nature.
Yep.
General Cracker and his Biscuit Knights. Their battle lasted an entire night, and Luffy, even with his speed, couldn't tag Cracker a single time thanks to his ability to spawn an infinite...
Okay, a dude that can react faster than sub-relativistic feats. This dude's faster than, like, the sub-rel, like, neck turns of Luffy. Fantastic.
Number of soldiers. Cracker is also fast enough to attack Gear 4 Luffy mid-attack. He eventually fights Kuzan, who is now part of the Blackbeard Pirates, and instantly gets blitzed and one-shot without any trouble. Kuzan is also fast enough that...
So he's a blitzed here. So, like, let's think about this in terms of Naruto. So we got MS Sasuke reacts to light speed attacks point blank. The Raikage is blitzing him in version 2. KCM1 Naruto is blitzing the full speed bloodlusted version 2 Raikage. And then, like, the weakest form of Madara is toying with that Raikage. And then KCM2 Naruto, who gets access to the full power of the Nine Tails, is getting casually batted away by that Madara, showing that he's way faster than the Raikage. And then, we haven't even got to the other fucking amps that he gets. We're not talking about Rinnegan or Sage Mode Madara. We're not talking about Revived Madara. We're not talking about Ten Tails Madara. We haven't even gotten to the later variations, bro. So yeah, there's plenty of, like, blitz after blitz after blitz. There's more than that even in that group there.
Can instantly freeze Doflamingo before he could kill Smoker, who was already in his grasp, And Dofi is fast enough to at least keep up with Gear 4 Luffy. As for Kizaru, he can keep up with a Yonko Luffy version of Gear 4 Snake.
Okay, he keeps up with Gear 4. Very powerful. Is he like blocking Gear 4 here, Surf? Is that what's going on?
While seemingly taking no damage, and by accelerating his speed, is even capable of blitzing Snake Man Luffy, who could have been potentially using Future Sight.
How fast is a Blitz tier, Surfbone? People always ask me this question. How fast is a Blitz tier?
It's kind of unquantifiable.
Okay, if it's unquantifiable, why are we talking about this shit?
Ugh.
Yeah, a Blitz tier is kind of it's ambiguous, boys. Unless it's stated how much faster he's moving than the other character. What the fuck is that? Like, what is a Blitz tier? What if someone's just moving like 1% faster and blitzes them in one manga, but in another manga it's 10%, or in another manga it's 50%? You know, Blitz tiers are not even relevant.
He's fast enough and strong enough that he sent Luffy flying...
Bloodlusted V2 Raikage, fascinating. Yeah, he was bloodlusted. He literally said he was going to kill Naruto. He's literally enraged and going to murder Naruto. You don't know what bloodlusted means, dumbass? Maybe you should look it up.
Through Egghead's labo face, forcing him to cross the laser barrier, which shoots light beams as a self-defense measure. Not only did he force Luffy to climb up to the labo phase again, but Luffy also had to cross the barrier for a second time, essentially dodging the laser barrier. He pushed Luffy to use Gear 5, and during their encounter, he made it back to Egghead's labo phase.
So is that laser barrier impressive or something?
Also had to cross the barrier.
It unironically does more damage to Luffy than Kizaru ever did.
I'm talking about in terms of speed. Is it impressive in terms of speed?
No. The only thing that's like relevant about the fucking barrier is that it nearly kills Luffy as he has to cross it when Kizaru takes him into it. Also, Luffy fucks up Kizaru in Gear 5, by the way.
Oh, John the Maven says the Raikage was not actually intending to kill Naruto. He just wanted to test Naruto. Nate, what chapter is that? Pull that chapter up immediately. Pull that chapter up immediately.
He's only testing.
Oh yeah. I got a panel for him, Surfbone. Don't worry, I got a panel for this motherfucker. Nate, what chapter is that? Nate, come on, man. You faster than this.
Yeah, and Nate's also right. He wasn't forced into Gear 5. He was only forced, in quotations, forced into Gear 5 because he got like pushed to his near death and had to basically go Gear 5 in order to body his dumbass.
Chapter 541. This fight lasts for a few chapters, so. Alright, Surfbone, he sent it to you. Send it to me.
Yeah, I got it.
He already knows what I'm talking about. So John the Maven thinks that the Raikage wasn't trying to kill Naruto, boys. Let's see what he says, bro. This is not the right one, but this one will work. Nate, I can't believe you sent this one. Send the one that the Raikage says. This is a good one, but send me the one the Raikage says. It's so much more blatant. Shut up. Hold on. I'm trying to make a point here. This is a good one, Nate, but it's not the one I want.
It's 5:44.
All right. Bro's at top power. I can't believe it. He'd kill Naruto. He'd kill Naruto, chat. This ain't even the right one either, though. But B literally says that the Raikage is intending to kill Naruto. And now I'm gotta find the Raikage one. John the Maven, you should read the manga. It'll help you. Oh wait, maybe that was it. Boop, 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 boop. I sent one, dummy. Send another one, Nate. You know which one I'm talking about. It's the one where Raikage says it. This is a chapter too early.
He sent, yep, here we go.
Let me see it.
Oh, no.
Let me see it.
Oh, no, John, man. John, man.
He didn't intend to kill Naruto. I will kill you! I'll kill you! He's not bloodlusted, John! He's not bloodlusted! What's he saying right there, John? That will at least buy us some time until the Nine Tails comes back to life, and our enemy will be forced to delay his plans. He's not trying to kill him. You want to die? Alright, sorry, Chad. I had to dunk on that dude. He's been commenting on my videos. He's annoying, so had to fuck on him real quick.
Luffy had to catch up, even if it was only for a brief moment. As for Akainu, he doesn't have the most tangible lightspeed feats, but he does scale to Kuzan. The Admirals, at least at the
Hey, dumbass. It doesn't matter if this is V1 saying he'll kill him. V2A was also stated by B to intend to kill Naruto. He literally says, you're at full power. I can't believe he'd intend to kill Naruto. So not only does he tell Naruto he's intending to kill him, he proves it by going full power, and then B says he literally, I can't believe it, he'd kill Naruto. So yes, V2A intended to kill Naruto. You should read the fight. I can't believe I have to fucking shit on you midstream and stopping this video. This beautiful video for you.
At the time of
Suck on those nuts, son.
All relative to one another. You can probably argue that Akainu had the highest...
What does he say at the end of the fight? He says, wow, you dodged me at my full speed. I guess you are ready to do this. He changes his mind after Naruto proves that he can dodge him. He has like a flashback about Minato and everything, and he's like, you're the only one to ever outdo me. I guess I need to put my faith in Killer Bee and Naruto now. So he has like a change of heart at the end of the fight. But in the middle of the fight, he actually did intend to kill Naruto. So he was bloodlusted.
Stated to boast the highest
Cry about it, baby.
Or Kizaru being the fastest with his glint fruit, but they should
also
all scale pretty evenly.
So here's the thing about what he's posting right here.
What, this?
Well, like that stuff. Those are translations made by Artur.
Yeah.
And they're not like actual citations. Well, it's more like so he's paraphrasing what the Vivid cards actually say,
okay.
and not that they're direct translations or anything else.
So he's not actually these aren't actual like translations. They're not necessarily accurate.
Yeah. Well, the thing is too, is that unlike the Naruto data book, I kind of talked about this yesterday in a call that we had, but the Vivid cards are very contentious in their validity, because Oda barely has any involvement with them, and he doesn't always give them precise information because he's not trying to reveal everything. So if you go back like 5 seconds in the video for this, when it's talking about like Aokiji. Not Aokiji, Akainu, like, boasting the highest offensive power among devil fruits. This was before Kaido was even a thing.
Yeah.
And
people try to scale Kaido, though, don't they?
Yeah. Yeah, but it's also really crazy. It's just highest offensive power. It's just not backed up by anything within the story at all. And it's also... There's just so many inconsistencies with the Vivid cards, especially with how Oda, again, like I said, Oda purposely doesn't give them certain information because he's not trying to reveal stuff yet.
Yeah.
And one of the things that happened recently that, like, somebody in chat just mentioned is that Zoro is demonstrated to have Conqueror's Haki in Wano, but doesn't get stated that he has it in the Vivid cards for some reason.
Yeah.
It's really polarizing how... like inconsistent the Vivid cards are, and how even someone from the editorial staff questions their credibility. They're like a secondary source.
Okay.
Like,
well, it's not like this really says anything about speed anyway. Is he just talking about power now?
Power.
Yeah.
Or Kizaru being the fastest with his glint fruit, but they should all scale pretty even.
This doesn't even say that Kizaru is the fastest with his glint fruit, but I'll assume it is because I'll assume that he's the fastest because that motherfucker so far hasn't been shown to do anything impressive. I know he can like keep up with certain fast characters later, but I'm just saying this YouTuber in specific hasn't shown
I
it.
don't know where this idea originated from, but there is no statement from any canon source of One Piece, at least as far as I'm aware, that
Kizaru is the fastest of 3 Admirals? Yeah, I know. I'm just saying he hasn't shown anything impressive in context to like the video yet.
Wait, what does he say? What does he say there?
Character in the verse. With that small nitpick.
He says that like he doesn't agree with the fact that Kizaru is the fastest in the
Any
verse.
canon source
That you can't just be so overly contentious about all the previous Naruto like light speed statements, bro. Like,
Yeah.
You seriously cannot just have that opinion while also being super like critical about Naruto scaling.
Yeah,
like,
facts.
you're being too critical here.
Hold on, let me listen to what he says.
From, but there is no statement from any canon source of One Piece, at least as far as I'm aware, that even remotely implies Kizaru is the fastest character.
Doomfist literally says in chat there is actually a statement in a guide that says he's the fastest. Is that guide canon?
With that small nitpick out of the way, Aokiji can use his chili fruit.
Does he mind sending me that just so he's
Send that to Surfbone if it's true.
Yeah, well, I just want to see it because I don't know if I've seen this one
and
before.
turn it into a continent of ice. We see him nearly replicate this when he uses the same move, Ice Age, to flash freeze the giant tsunami waves generated by Whitebeard. Each Admiral fought Whitebeard, with Akainu doing the most damage overall, possibly implying that he's the strongest, but narratively speaking, his sense of justice wanted all the pirates in Whitebeard's crew dead. So he would also be the most likely candidate to try and finish off Whitebeard and his men before they...
Whitebeard was so fucking weakened and he's still smacking around Akainu.
escape.
This motherfucker was getting a heart attack whenever he tried to use armament hockey, and that's why he was getting, like getting hurt by bullets from random Marines, getting literally stabbed by his own men.
Kiji, essentially,
Like,
Yeah.
this motherfucker was weakened to all hell, and that's why he was getting damaged so easily by them.
Yeah.
walked away from their encounters with Whitebeard, taking minimal to no damage, while Akainu essentially lost to Whitebeard, considering he was taken out of the war for a brief moment of time.
Thank you for actually saying that he lost, because some people don't think he did.
People don't think Akainu lost?
They don't think he lost. Like,
dude, mid heart attack, Whitebeard bodied Akainu. You hate to see it.
Look at this panel. Look at this panel, and tell me that that's not Akainu literally just getting like he's like,
he starts coughing and like gets knocked down. Yeah,
and his literal base just got destroyed behind him.
We gotta keep going, Surfbone. We got so much left.
Aokiji would have an all-out battle that lasted 10 days and would permanently alter the weather and ecosystem of the island Punk Hazard. The island was split down the middle to become a burning wasteland and a frozen hellscape.
Sounds like some island level shit. Sounds like some island level shit, bro.
Strength, but Akainu ultimately emerged victorious. So I want to have a small tangent about scaling both series with as little bias as possible.
Oh, sure, buddy.
In a data book that says a powerful force that could easily turn the world to ash. This statement, depending on how one chooses to interpret it, implies that...
In my opinion, Kurama is planetary, but he can't simply destroy the entire planet in a single attack. Not a bad take. At least at the time of the Fourth Great Ninja War, not a bad take. Turning the world to ash is vague enough that the latter interpretation makes more sense.
Either Kurama is capable of destroying the entire planet, or he has the power to turn the world's surface into ash by attacking it over a period of time. His feats
good interpretation. I'll give you that.
Amps,
not my interpretation, but a good one.
Imply the latter interpretation. Whitebeard, on the other hand, has a direct statement in both the manga and anime, where Sengoku, who has fought Whitebeard for many years, states he has the power to destroy the world. Depending on how one chooses to interpret this one, it can either mean he can destroy the world with powerful enough earthquakes, or his earth...
I have no problem with this. Like, at the end of the day, if you want to say world means planet in this case, world can mean society. Like, that is a valid interpretation. So this doesn't inherently prove, like, he's planetary. But, like, for the sake of the debate, like, if I was debating someone on this, I would let them have this. I would let them have planetary Whitebeard.
Quakes could destroy all of civilization itself through sinking islands or massive tsunamis.
Yeah, but that's not, like, blowing up the planet. You know what I mean, Surfbone? Like, if he's just sinking islands and shit, that is destroying the world, but it's not blowing up the planet. Like, we're talking about if someone has enough kinetic energy to, like, destroy a planet. That's, like, there's a tier on Versus Battle with a certain amount of energy. That tier That tier in specific is planetary. My point was that V2 Raikage was not bloodlusted. If you mean by V2, if by V2 you mean top power, as B said, 544, my attack was simply a test, getting so mad over it. Hey, buddy, it said that he was intending to kill Naruto, and he was pissed off. He was pissed off and intending to kill Naruto. V2A, trying to kill Naruto. You think you can call it a test all you want, but at the end of the day, if you're full power and you're trying to kill somebody, like you are actually trying to kill somebody and you're as hot-headed as the Raikage, yes, it doesn't matter if it's a test. You can say it's a test. It doesn't change the argument, buddy.
Yeah, I was about to say, because, like, the test could just be, if Naruto dies, then he didn't pass the test. Like, that's,
yeah, if he's just like, yeah, I'll fucking kill him, and then that's it. Like, that's what that's the energy he's on right now. Like, he's bitch smacking his own brother away, and he's like, I'm gonna fucking kill you. Like, he's like running at him, like, like, how is that? You can call it a test all you want. That does not change the point I made in any regard. He is trying to kill Naruto, and he's full fucking power.
Across the planet
And bloodlusted.
Island, which through several details and statements could easily be estimated to be at least 10 times larger than our own planet. It's impossible to determine the exact
I want
distance
to...
this
Okay,
island...
pause.
Like the Kurama statement, this could be interpreted to mean the Whitebeard is planetary, but he can't destroy the entire planet with a single attack. The potential size of the One Piece planet is also variable, a variable one should consider. Yeah, I mean, that is actually valid. Like, the One Piece planet is pretty massive.
The One Piece planet might actually be huge, but I really want to see this. The planet is 10 times bigger.
Yeah.
Calc,
I am bad at games called it. He said, I sense the planet is big argument is right around the corner. We're talking about the size of the planet, guys! We're at peak One Piece scaling now. We've hit the peak, the pinnacle.
This feat is certainly contentious. If you're going to argue that one statement is potentially planetary, then it's only fair to argue that the other is as well.
I'll say this, the Naruto Ninetales thing is much more consistent because they don't just say it has the power to turn the world to ash. They also say it has earth-shattering destructive power, meaning it can shatter the earth, which is way more specific than just talking about, like, setting the world on fire, right? Way more specific than, like, destroying all the islands in the world, right? Oh, why is it so big? Let me make it smaller. It says, when the beast chakra seeds, the earth quivers and the heavens shake, earth-shattering destructive power. And even beyond this, in the ninjutsu directory... let me see. Right here. Beautiful. Open this. This is not right. I thought it was. It looks similar. Oh, fuck. Nate, find me that scan again, bro. I always fucking lose this scan for some reason. Hold on. Sasuke's Rinnegan transcends dimensions. I know this is a weird statement to bring up. Right here. Found it. Just that little tagline will bring it up. It says, the Bijudama. It's a deadly ninjutsu caused by an enormous-tailed beast. Its power can even blow up the earth. You see what I'm saying? So it went from turning the world to ash to earth-shattering to destructive power to it can literally blow up the earth. That's my interpretation. I think if the Ninetales wanted to, it could actually blow up the earth with a Biju bomb. That's what I legitimately think. It just wouldn't, because that's its home. That's like its home place. So yeah, I actually do think the Ninetales truly does have like the destructive power to blow up the earth. It just wouldn't do that. It instead chooses to condense its chakra into potent attacks.
Is potentially planetary.
That's a lot better than just has the power to destroy the world, though. It's way more specific.
Then it's only fair to.
But I'll grant it. I'll grant it. It's planetary.
Well. Some would argue that because Madara captured Kurama, he should be planetary as well. I would disagree that Madara himself is planetary for a few reasons. The first being that Madara didn't exactly overpower Kurama to capture him. In the anime, Madara never actually fights Kurama. He simply puts him under genjutsu. While he is capable of going toe-to-toe with Hashirama even after he suppressed Kurama and put him to sleep, Madara also doesn't have an answer for Hashirama's Shinsu Senju 1000 armed cannon, which overpowered Kurama while wearing the majestic attire Susanoo. In addition, while one could argue that Kurama can turn the world to ash through his tailed beast bombs, EMS Madara doesn't really have a jutsu that has the same destructive capacity. His perfect Susanoo is more than powerful enough to cut mountaintops with just the force of its sword swing. But cutting mountaintops isn't exactly the same as blowing up mountains. It's also described to be as powerful as a tailed beast, however, it's never exactly specified which tailed beast.
It is shown, though, that it can tank a Ninetales Biji Bomb to the forehead. So we can interpret that as the Ninetales. If it's tanking the Ninetales' strongest attack, it's relative to the Ninetales. And it's also, like, I can't believe he says this, and then he also says, a single stroke of the blade contains enough power to smash all things in the universe. So he's literally, like, showing a statement that, like, is talking about all things, including even all the Biju. Like, it's rivaling all the Biju, not just one. It can smash all things. So yeah, it's definitely, in terms of potency and, like, durability, it's relative to the Ninetales.
Also described to be as powerful as a tailed beast, however, it's never exactly specified which tailed beast. Which is important because Gyuki and especially Kurama are so much more powerful than the other tailed beasts. Under the same line of logic, the Admirals more than likely shouldn't scale to Planetary either, even though they could fight somewhat evenly with Whitebeard. Whitebeard's ability to destroy the world comes entirely from his devil fruit, the Quake fruit. Even if all three Admirals scale to be somewhat relevant to Whitebeard, they don't have the destructive capacity or hacks to also destroy the world like Madara. One might be able to argue that, like Madara, they could possibly perform this feat if they were to travel around the planet over a period of time unimpeded. Now, the Admirals are considered to be the greatest military power of the Marines. This statement could imply that they are an even greater force than a Buster Call, which is considered the Marines' ultimate form of military attack. When a Buster Call is issued, the targeted island is essentially wiped out from the face of the planet. I want to take a moment
because they basically bombard it with cannonballs. It's not particularly impressive.
Okay.
And we're talking about fucking them blowing up an island.
Yeah, we're talking about it blowing up an island.
Yeah, and maybe the reason them calling an admiral is more disastrous than the Buster Call, because most of the time they have to call in an admiral, they're going to die. Because at the very least, you can escape a Buster Call. You can't escape an Admiral.
Characters are often described as island level, which isn't technically wrong since every single feat does take place on top of islands that could be potentially wiped out depending on the character or feat. To unironically say that these characters cap out at island level is inherently disingenuous because most of these islands range from the size of a country to that of a continent. Let's take Alabasta as an example, where Vivi mentioned that a large river the crew needed to cross was approximately 50 kilometers or 30 miles across. Some calcs say that Alabasta is the size of Australia, while other calcs say it's about the size of Antarctica. Now, I personally
those are two very different things,
since they are ultimately headcanon, and the math usually varies depending on who.
Man, what fucking website is this? What website?
Wait, hold on. Smaller than Russia, larger than US, larger than Scotland, larger than Japan, larger than China. What is this calc?
Surely if it gives a 30-mile range, this can be figured out. This can be appropriately adjusted for a decent mid-end. Alright, we'll take the mid-end here. It's larger than Scotland. Fantastic.
However,
we'll take the mid-end. It's Scotland size, boys. What's this one say? It's more than double the surface area of Russia. What the fuck? Okay, bro, I can't read this shit anymore.
Headcanon, and the math usually varies depending on who you ask. However, it does bring up an interesting perspective, especially when estimating the size of the One Piece planet. I'll be making a more dedicated video on the potential size of the One Piece world later on.
I'm fairly certain this is not to scale.
Marcos stated that there are approximately 10 to 20 million islands across the planet. Statements like these have...
I'd like to see the official translation of this, but I'm sure it's right.
Yeah, well, yeah, I'm fairly certain this is correct. Wait, what does he say? The only counter argument I see regarding this statement are Marco isn't a voice of authority, or that he hasn't been sailing long enough for the statement to be valid. Both of these arguments are disingenuous. It's the first statement. No, that would be my counter argument. My counter argument to this is that we wouldn't know how big those islands are, so we can't really like say that they're all Alabasta.
Yeah, you can't just assume they're all fucking twice the size of Russia, man. Like you can't just assume that. Like you can't assume they're all just Scotland size. Well, some of the islands are small, like, you know. So it's like we can sit there and talk about it, but you're still kind of making an assumption on how big the planet is. Like, this is what we always do when we fucking do One Piece scaling. We're like, okay, 20 million islands, all Alabasta size, 3 times the size of the Earth. Like, okay.
Also, the reason it makes more sense now, but the reason that's probably the case is because we've just found out in One Piece that a bunch of the One Piece world is basically underwater, and any islands that protrude from the surface are basically remnants of those like huge ass continents.
Yeah.
So more and more information about the world they live in. Now, whether or not someone chooses to use these calcs for Alabasta, the One Piece planet can be estimated to be at least more than 10 times larger than our own, since...
Oh my god!
Wait, planet...
Whoa. I don't trust his math at all. I can't trust his math, bro. There's too many fucking low ends and high ends and mid ends. Like, I gotta see some real math, bro. Not just the results of the calc.
Has approximately 900,000 islands. Are we not accounting the fact that like there are also just big ass continents that are like existing around the entire planet, and that these islands are some of these islands are really freaking small?
For one, some of the Earth's islands are like Australia, right? Some of them are like Hawaii. So even though there's like 900,000 islands, I didn't even know that was the case. Is that facts?
Hold on.
Does planet Earth have 900? Hold on.
We need to fact check this one.
600,000. What the fuck? What's going on, chat? I don't even know anymore. 600,000. Why do you put 900? Man, I gotta quit looking at this shit before my brain rots.
I really want to see where he's getting the 900,000 from. Where is he getting that information from, boys? I don't know.
Gotta do some tab management, getting out of hand.
Weepy math, and someone says
Earth has 900,000 islands, and at the lowest
This is just a stupid ass argument because, like, I'm not calling him stupid. I'm calling his argument stupid, by the way. And the reason it's stupid is because it just assumes that these islands are just relative to the Earth. What if there's just like 15 million tiny ass islands? You know what I mean? And I'm not saying it's not bigger than the Earth. It obviously is bigger. It's obviously bigger. But it's just like, if you're going to give a specific quantification for how big it is, you have to have specific, like, evidence for that conclusion. Like, if you're going to say it's 22.22 times larger than the Earth, you better be able to scale a lot of these islands. And you better show that the landmass of these islands is 22.22 times the size of the Earth's like, whole landmass. You know what I'm saying? You better show that these 10 million islands or whatever it is, you know, if you're going to say that there's 10 to 20 million, you know, you got to show me that those 10 to 20 million islands are having more distance across their landmass and sea than the Earth. You got to show me that. You got to show me evidence of that. You can't just assume it because of number of islands, because islands can differ by size.
Interpretation possible, One Piece's planet has 10 million. This would have obvious implications on Whitebeard's...
How about you explain the calcs that you present instead of just generalizing?
Yeah.
Like, how do you expect your audience to understand these numbers that you're throwing out without you, like, giving reasons for why these calcs are valid, or at least explain the calcs to your viewers?
It don't even make sense, Surfbone.
If we were to use these calcs for Alabasta and agree that it is the size of Australia...
Yes, just show the results. Don't tell us how you got these numbers, bro.
Is at least the size of a continent, and there are other islands that are approximately as large as Alabasta, which, for reference, isn't that large.
Like which ones?
Depicted along the other islands in the Grand Line.
This is not to scale.
Like, I understand what he's trying to do. He's not like, Alabasta's a small island. The red line's huge, right? Like, I'm not disputing the fact that the One Piece planet is much larger than the Earth. What I am disputing is specific results based on, like, inconclusive evidence. You are not providing enough evidence to give a specific number to the size of the One Piece planet.
Then
And that is a problem.
Could come to the conclusion that even if 0.01% of the islands across the One Piece world are around the same size as Alabasta, that would still mean that there are 1,000 islands the size of Australia scattered around the planet.
Okay, but you see this 0.01%? You know what that is, Surfbone? An assumption.
Yeah.
An assumption. It's a fucking assumption. You can't tell me it's 0.01. You can say it's fair. You can say it's a good assumption to make. No, you can't. You cannot tell me it's fair because you're basing it on what evidence? On what grounds are you basing that 0.01% of the islands are this big?
There are 1,000 islands the size of Australia scattered around the planet. For reference,
We got Mobius with
Australia
$2.
covers an
This other
area-
water tribe would go crazy in One Piece.
Yeah, bro.
True.
Also, the amount of, like, calcs I saw for Alabasta was crazy.
They range so much.
Yeah, it was insane. It went from, like, Japan to twice the size of Russia. So you're taking the mid-end Australia. But I just can't trust that. So I have no idea.
The planet. For reference, Australia covers an area of approximately 3 million square miles, and planet Earth has a surface area of approximately 197 million square miles. So we're talking at least 3 billion square miles of land just from the Alabasta-sized islands. But again, that's only if you want to go by calcs. In terms of power, and as an Edo Tensei,
We got another $5 from Josh.
The
The amount of islands on Earth changes with sea water level.
True.
It's not something that is static. It depends on a ton of factors. Calc seems kind of nuts.
Yep. Noodles, something to note, when you double the size of a sphere, its surface area quadruples. That's true. So, like, even though the surface area is getting bigger, that doesn't mean the sphere is getting bigger at the same rate.
Madara could essentially toy with the 5 Kage. He can create a massive forest with large flowers. Madara could
He literally proves that Madara was holding back against the Kage.
Yeah.
Good job.
essentially toy with the 5 Kage. He can create a massive forest with large flowers that when they bloom can drive an opponent to become unconscious. While he may not be necessarily faster than A, his Susanoo is more than capable.
What do you mean he's so faster than that?
Dude, he's showing
go
2
back,
feats
go
where
back
he
10
blocks A here, man.
Wait, go back 10 seconds. Go back 10
Oh
seconds.
my god.
When he says like the whole like when he shows the panel on screen of him where he just said he was holding back.
Oh, hold on, I muted it.
Multiple hits from the weirdly faster than A, his drive an opponent to become unconscious. While he may not be
Wait, go
necessarily
again?
faster than A,
We gotta
his
see
Susanoo
that.
is more than
This is
capable enough
crazy,
to
bro.
take multiple hits
He's not
from the
faster
world's
than A.
fastest shinobi.
Chat, did you know KCM2 Naruto is not faster than A?
Thanks to the Rinnegan, he could absorb Anoki's particle style, which can essentially atomize anything it touches. Through the use of Wood Clone Susanoo, he could overpower the 5 Kage to the point where even Tsunade, who at the time had pseudo-immortality thanks to her mitotic regeneration jutsu, couldn't continuously heal from the ongoing onslaught without staggering from the damage.
Pseudo-immortality doesn't really mean anything. She just has
It's
regen.
pseudo-immortality.
She just has regen.
He can even force his way out of Gaara and Shukaku's Grand Sand Mausoleum thanks to his Susanoo, and I guess Mei was there too. Even though he was toying with the Kage, they did force him to use
what did he
clone
say back there?
substitution to avoid sealing, and was with the Kage, they did force him to use.
But no,
clone
go back
substitutes.
again.
Even though
Pause.
he
Oh,
was
I see what you're
trans
saying.
Yep.
Oh, hold on.
and
Let's play a
Mausoleum
little bit.
thanks to his Susanoo, and I guess maybe.
He says, I'm aware that lava and magma are the same thing, but magma is slightly hotter. No. Magma is just... Oh my god. Magma is when it's inside of the volcano. Lava is when it's outside the volcano. I mean, the air might cool it off, I guess, but, like, I don't know. I draw this comparison because Madara Susanoo can resist Mei's lava release pretty well. However, one thing that should be kept in mind is that Akainu's magma is real magma and can be enhanced with Haki. Black Zetsu may have implied that the jutsu made from real elements are on a different scale, like when Sasuke used Kirin. Oh my gosh. Okay, firstly, that's not what Black Zetsu said. He literally says that this is stronger than anything you can make with a change in chakra nature. So he's literally saying that you cannot, like, physically make Kirin, like, with a change in chakra nature, because it uses natural lightning. And natural lightning, combined in the way it is in Kirin, is said to be stronger than any form you can make in chakra nature. So that means it's stronger than all lightning release jutsus, for whatever reason. It's just this in Naruto, the natural lightning of the world is more powerful than like the Raikage. It's more powerful than like Kakuzu's false darkness, which are like insanely strong jutsus. I mean, they're like one-shotting like multi-continental characters with that. Not one-shotting, but like able to damage like multi-continental level characters with that. But it's consistent even in Boruto. Like the natural fire summoned from the fire mountains that what's his name? Kashin Koji summons. That fire from the fire mountains. That shit was stated to be able to damage Jigen or something like that. I can't remember exactly, but like it's literally stated to be hotter than anything fire release can be made. So the natural elements in Naruto are just way better than like nature release.
He was there too. Even though he was toying with the Kage, they did force him to use a clone substitution to avoid sealing, and was even put in an unfavorable position through the combination jutsu, which forced him to utilize his full power, the perfect Susanoo. He proceeded to no-diff them afterwards. Unfortunately for this matchup, EMS Madara doesn't have a lot of ways of dealing with any of the Admirals.
He didn't even mention Genjutsu.
Separately. While Aokiji is arguably his best matchup since he had one of his attacks stalemated by Ace during Marineford, and one could argue Madara's fire style can be just as effective, it could just as easily be argued that Aokiji was holding back because he does clash with
the whole argument we had about Madara and the Raikage and the Gokage is that he's holding back, but now you want to bring up like Aokiji holding back against Luffy? Or no, not Luffy, Ace?
Yeah.
Surfbone, does that make any sense? Why are we bringing up him holding back against Ace, but not Madara holding back against the Kage? The fuck?
I don't know why the whole Ace thing needs to be brought up anyway.
It doesn't.
Kind of seems
Devil
irrelevant.
Fruit is an upgrade over Ace's fruit, and he's also just strong.
Hey, he's got One Piece Kasame up on screen.
Than
Ace is garbage.
EMS Madara's arsenal consists mostly of fire style jutsu against Akainu, whose magma should be hotter.
Pause.
What if he just drops a meteor on Aokiji's forehead? Like, what if that just happens? Go ahead, Surfbone.
To be very clear, I'm not saying Madara's fire style is any weaker than Ace's fire, nor am I saying it's stronger. It definitely is stronger. Ace and Akainu are the literal embodiments of fire and lava, where I thought you said it was magma earlier, bro. Now you're mixing it up with lava and
Hey, listen, let's not get too caught up in the lava magma diabolical.
Yeah, whereas nature transformations, whereas nature transformations aren't natural elements. What? There's no way to quantify if Madara's flames are even as hot as magma.
So far, this dude hasn't even proved that, like, the Admirals are faster than Madara, so Madara is bodying with regular Sharingan Genjutsu. Like, what he did to A. He just, like, summoned Susanoo clones to fight them all, and then he's, like just Genjutsuing them all. Like, he just puts them all in a Genjutsu.
We got $5 from It's Great On. Okay. Thanks for the $5, Great On.
Appreciate that, Great On, coming back. I remember you from the other stream.
Kizaru, even if he could get close. Susanoo, no matter how powerful, one could argue that it is either at its highest or lowest interpretation.
Why do any of these characters scale to Whitebeard, Surfbone, and his ability to destroy the world?
They don't.
They don't?
But luckily he said that he doesn't think so either.
Okay, so why are they scaling to the planet busting like Susanoo, like the planetary, like maybe not necessarily busting, but like it has planetary attack potency. So it's like it's scaling to the Ninetales. So if that's the case, why isn't he just like cutting them all in half? Like he's just like slicing them up, bro.
The Admiral's intangibility is one of the biggest hurdles in this fight. The Admiral's intangibility, he has Sage Mode.
Okay, firstly,
what do you mean?
Oh my god. Firstly, no. No. In interacting with lots of different variations of Chakra is intangible, just like Haki. This is shown to us when Naruto's Chakra arms, purely made of Chakra, are able to grab his soul. So Chakra can interact with the soul, provably. Secondly, the Tsukiyomi, which Madara has, can also destroy the soul. So that shows that ninjutsu can interact with the soul. That shows that genjutsu can interact with the soul. It's stated that Tsukiyomi can blow up your entire spirit. It can obliterate your spirit, mind, body, and soul. Taijutsu, you know, I'm not trying to be that guy, Surfbone, but Madara has Limbo clones. You know what I'm saying?
Well, here's the other thing. Here's the other thing too. Here's the thing.
He's talking about
How,
EMS Madara, I guess.
I want Chad, I want you to ask yourself this. How, if Kirin is made of natural lightning, how did Sasuke form it? What do you think he touched it with? Do you think he was possibly using chakra to grab the lightning? The natural lightning?
Yeah.
Do you think that possibly means, and this might be a hypothetical, like, I don't know, I might just be yapping right here, but does that mean that chakra?
You cut out, Surfbone? You said, does that mean
I said,
chakra?
but like, yeah, it's like, but does that mean that like chakra can interact with natural elements because of Kirin?
Chakra can even like work in mental scapes, like when Naruto's inside of his mind. I don't think this.
Nah, Sasuke used his hands. Yeah, it's almost like he used his hands, which then extended the chakra to grab the lightning and throw it to the ground, and literally form it into a lightning dragon.
You know what you
made
need?
Out of natural lightning.
you like, to even interact with the chakra network, you need to be able to use like Hyuga level techniques, which completely bypass durability. I'm trying to find the specific scan that's stated about Sage mode. Just talking about that energy, what it's composed of. Here, I'll just look it up.
Oh, here, hold on, Noodles. I got a funny thing that I sent you that Nate just sent me.
Alright, here. Limbo chat. Chakras are to put it simply, the energies that a shinobi requires in order to perform ninjutsu. These energies are those of the body drawn from each and every one of the approximately 3 trillion cells that are believed to make up the human body. Those of the mental and spiritual energy acquired over the course of much training. Together, those form energy are the makeups of chakra. So it's literally stated to be mental and spiritual energy. See that, chat? Mental and spiritual. Unbelievable, right? He can't interact with intangible things? Is that so?
Oh no!
I think so.
No.
What? You got something for me?
Okay, so Naruto fought the Son Goku, right?
Yeah.
The Son Goku Jinchuriki.
Yeah.
And he was cloaked in his lava.
It's what is it? Four Tails. That's it.
Yeah. What does this say here, Noodles?
Hold on, let me see. Lava release chakra mode. Taijutsu Kekkei Genkai, a lava release technique of the Four Tails former Jinchuriki Roshi, where he spews out lava with chakra hot as magma wrapped around the body. Everyone who touches him will be entirely burned and molten. So yes, he does have chakra as hot as magma, chat.
So Naruto literally fought someone who encased himself in magma because this guy really wanted to distinct magma from lava. Naruto literally fights this motherfucker, then goes on to fight Madara, and gets its ass beat, and KCM too. So, what are we doing here, chat?
It doesn't make any sense, chat. I think there's an argument to be had that Haki should have no effect on Shinobi because of chakra. Facts, bro. Like, you know, what's the proof that they can interact with spiritual energy, chat? Like, is there any proof that they can interact with spiritual energy? I doubt it. Like, can they, like, touch chakra even? Oh,
yeah, because... Wait, what?
This is unrelated, but who would win, Belmont or Beerus? What the hell are you talking about?
We're not even talking about...
Beerus would win, first of all, but what the hell are you on, bro? So, $2 from Josh Farrow. So, Sasuke using Kirin, his chakra could attract it. Facts. Konai randoms throwing kunai at Kurama. Yeah. To be fair, I do think, like, the bodies of ninja are physical, and like Kurama kind of takes a physical manifestation, but the chakra themselves should easily interact with spiritual things. It's made of spiritual energy. It has spiritual energy inside of it. It's pure energy. Like, energy itself is intangible. Like, I think people don't realize that. That's why Naruto's chakra arms could literally grab his soul. They can also see spirits casually. Nate, do you remember the scan where that, like, Don, like, Tsunade's, like, boy love or whatever, that dude that, like, has the ghost power where he can turn into a ghost and he kind of, like, blitzes Madara, kind of? Do you remember when, like, Choza sees him use that ghost power? Please grab that scan if you can find it. It's funny as hell. Let me see if I can just look it up. Don ghost power. This is for all those people. Oh, wow. Don from Naruto. Ghost power. The spirit transformation technique. This shit, bro. When does he use this? Look, they can literally see him doing it. It's so fucking funny. Let me show y'all how this is. Like, this is for the people, like, the Bleach fans are like, they can't see spirits. This is for those people. Hold on.
Oh, yeah.
I got it already.
Yeah.
Man. Look at this, bro. Choza's literally talking to Don's ghost right now. I'm, like, looking at him, bro. Like, wow, he just flew away like a ghost. What is the ghost transformation? Like, he's, like, looking at him. He's like, what the fuck is that? Like, they're literally looking at a ghost right now, chat.
Look at what I'm saying.
Man, my cat is going crazy, y'all. I can't help it.
Yeah, I hear that. I hear it in the background.
She's been going off in the back. She's pissed about it, too. Oh, let's keep going.
Interpretations can't actually affect any Admiral because of their intangibility. Since they are walking elements, Madara has no way of interacting with them. Genjutsu is since they are walking actually affect any Admiral because of their intangibility. Since they are walking elements, Madara has no way of interacting with them.
Walking elements. So he's like calling them like nature elements, right? Like the elements of nature. Like they're just like fire, ice, and shit like that, right? Light itself. Madara literally interacts with pure elements and nature energy, bro. He has Sage Mode. You know what that does? It absorbs nature energy, buddy. So he's like interacting with intangible nature. You know, the elements. And he can use that to create jutsu. Just like they can. This is why I equalize verses, bro. Because these abilities are very similar. Like Sage Mode and Haki, very similar.
Their intangibility. Since they are walking elements, Madara has no way of interacting with them. Genjutsu is not an option since the Admirals don't have chakra or a chakra.
Okay, so let me debunk this shit.
Yeah, you see, this is why he didn't want to do this, because he didn't want to have to face the Genjutsu argument.
He doesn't like Genjutsu. Okay, Naruto, Genjutsu works on your opponent's 5 senses. You can control the chakra flowing through their cranial nerves. It's a highly advanced intellectual ninja technique. First of all, this doesn't say whether or not you're controlling the chakra that's already present in their cranial nerves, or if they're controlling the chakra that's put into their cranial nerves. You control the chakra flowing through their cranial nerves. And we know that they do, in fact, put chakra into people's minds. You want to see that, chat? Let me show you all this, chat. Oh, hold on. Not Internet Archive. There it is. This is... Okay, hold on.
Man, we got almost 100 viewers,
Let's
Noodles.
go, shit! Keep it coming! Hold on, let me read it. Hold on, I gotta read the first one, maybe. Man, Nate, grab the scan where it's talking about them, like, putting chakra into people's minds. Let's talk about that. I don't know where.
Essentially, not all genjutsu works the exact same way, and like
Oh.
the ocular genjutsu is like noted specifically to be very different than how basic genjutsu works. To the point where they're like, if you have the Mangekyo Sharingan, it's impossible to like escape its genjutsu.
Alright, here it is. The Sharingan was an ocular technique. It caught the opponent in a technique by pouring chakra into one's eyes. In short, if he was within the distance his eyes would arrive at, he could entrap the enemy. So it's literally pouring chakra from the Sharingan into their eyes. That's how the Sharingan works. So yes, he could literally make chakra flow into their cranial nerves and control them. There's nothing wrong with that. So, there's a little debunk for those people that like to say genjutsu doesn't work cross-verse.
Network.
Easy enough.
And I'm sure that at this
that was a
point,
weird
someone is
translation, by the
typing
way.
up
I've seen the
paragraph
normal
in comment
translation. It says
detailing
something
how
more
Madara
specific.
could inject his chakra into the Admirals, but this injecting feat has only ever been displayed by Itachi Uchiha in his novels. There is no...
Oh my gosh. Okay, bro.
Oh, so can they be done by
For the
Itachi?
visuals you do normal, your gaze has no your gaze has to intersect with the gaze of the, but the Mangekyo Sharingan allows me to sidestep all that bit. I just have to look at my target's eyes and I can pour my chakra in, even if our gazes aren't intersecting. Surfbone, do you know who has the Mangekyo Sharingan? Like, even if you want to say this only applies to Mangekyo Sharingan users, right? Madara has that.
Yep. This guy did not read his own scan where he just says, yeah, because of my Mangekyo Sharingan, it allows me to do this ability. He's not saying that he trained himself to do this, or
he's saying the Mangekyo Sharingan is what allows him to pour chakra into people's eyes.
God damn, this dude doesn't read his own scans that he puts in his videos.
Yeah, I know.
Has only ever been displayed by...
Dude, he could just walk around. He could walk around to yeah, I don't know about that, but he could walk around to all of the Admirals and just steal their fucking souls, bro. He could just walk around and do that. He could absorb all their Haki if he wanted to. Of course, this is no verse equalization, so you know. No, not how it works, buddy. Yeah, since it's not verse equalization, by the way, none of your Haki can affect Madara Susanoo. It has to have spiritual energy to be able to get past it. It has to be spiritual energy. Since you only have, like, nature energy, that's not enough. It has to be spiritual, buddy.
Uchiha in his novels. There is no proof that Madara could replicate this feat, and even then, the person Itachi put under Genjutsu would still have chakra and a chakra network. Let's not forget that Madara only uses Genjutsu twice in the entire war. And
he also grabs and makes direct eye contact with him while using his internal Mangekyo Sharingan to put him under Genjutsu. So I have no reason to believe he can inject. Why do you think he's looking in his eyes, bro?
That's literally what he's doing. That's literally what fucking Shisui said. He said, "I just have to intersect my gaze with his, and I can pour chakra into their eyes." He's literally saying, "My Sharingan, my Mangekyo, pours chakra into your fucking eyes." And he's saying that it's even better than the regular Sharingan, not because it's chakra pouring into the eye, Surfbone. He's saying it's better because he doesn't even have to look them directly in the eye. Their gazes just have to intersect. Like, your gaze is just what you see out in front of you. That's your gaze, right? Your gazes have to intersect. Not even your eyes. That's the bit that the Mangekyo does better. Even the regular Sharingan can pour chakra into your eyes. That's why it's called ocular genjutsu, because if you look at their eyes, they inject chakra into your brain and then control that chakra in your cranial nerves, which is consistent with the description that Jiraiya gave.
Times it only stunned the opponent for a brief period of time. Even if we give him the nitros, it doesn't really change much. While
you don't need a chakra network, we give you chakra and orders, facts.
The destructive capacity of his arsenal greatly improves, and he gains access to the majestic attire Susanoo, he still wouldn't have a definitive way
wait, hold up.
I
have no idea if the entire... Wait, pause this. I have no idea if the Tail Beast Bomb's explosion would eventually damage the Admirals? I'm not sure if Karamba's Tail Beast Bomb could preemptively explode while under Madara's Genjutsu. Since Hashirama's wood-style golem could grab them, the projectile itself may just go right through them.
Oh my god, bro. What the fuck are we talking about?
What do you think the Tail Beast Bombs are made out of, retard?
Made out of pure chakra, bro. Fired from a being of pure chakra. Like the beast, the tailed beast in general, and not only that, they have a chakra blade, a Susanoo blade stuck in them. So yeah, he can fire them, and he can rapid fire them too. He shot like 10 off against Hashirama, so he can just blow up the entire fucking area and just destroy you. There's nothing stopping Susanoo attired Ninetales Madara from blowing up everything in this vicinity and killing all of the Admirals.
Still wouldn't have a definitive way to hurt the Admirals. The speed difference is too
Wrong.
massive for Kurama to have any meaningful...
Does this man think Kurama has a chakra network? I don't even think he has a chakra network. I literally think he is pure chakra. But that is all he is. There is no network. He is just pure chakra. Also, we've seen like Mangekyo Genjutsu work on reality itself. Izanagi. Does reality itself have a chakra network, Surfbone? I didn't know that. Did you? I didn't know reality had that shit. That's pretty crazy.
I didn't know that that chakra could be used to interact with fate itself and literally use like a nope card on literally being stabbed through the heart and be like, actually, that didn't happen.
Noodles, does homie really think that the chakra blades are phasing through the Admirals? I think he does. I wasn't asking that if you thought that, Noodles. I was asking if the video poster did. I understand what you were asking, bro. I was, like, responding kind of to the video poster. He is pure chakra. His nails don't break on rocks. The rocks crumble. Facts.
effect, even if you argued it can rapid-fire tail beast bombs at the speed of light. Madara going all out against Hashirama also lasts arguably 1 night to 1 full day depending on how you interpret their final battle, while the Admirals could combat each other for 10 days straight.
The thing is, I don't think he understands that this Madara, which I don't know if he's talking about EMS or like Edo Madara, depends. Edo Madara will constantly regenerate chakra and have like full body regen. So if you're talking about that Madara, they're not outbeating him in chakra or like stamina, bro. He can go forever. He's an immortal with that body. If they're talking about like a live Madara, he'll take their energy. He'll take it, absorb it, and then he'll just be better. Like also, I think, let me look at what the exact statement is for Madara. How long did Hashirama and Madara fight? Because I'm pretty sure there's an exact time frame. How long did Hashirama and Madara fight? Manga.
This does not answer that at all.
This has nothing to do with it, bro. All that's left to wait for is Ceiling Shinobi. Hashirama had the most chakra in the series, and like Madara casually absorbed all of his chakra in one panel. I don't think it says it.
It doesn't really matter how long the
it lasts 5
fight
seconds.
for.
The fight
When
go ahead.
When Madara is just going to be like rapid firing Biju bombs at them with like Susanoo swords stabbed into them, and the Admirals are going to be dead.
They're going to die, bro. They're going to explode.
The Admirals could combat each other for 10 days straight. EMS Madara doesn't really have...
And they wouldn't last 10 minutes against Madara, so it doesn't matter.
Win condition, while the Admirals can either blitz and one-shot him at the highest interpretation and outlast them at the lowest. Moving on to OS Madara. He would gain a healing factor thanks to his Hashirama cells. However, he did state that having them would make him fight with less refinement. His stats arguably increased to at least 10 times his base, given the lowest multiplier possible.
Just as
for
power
his
would.
One thing I would like you guys to consider is that when he absorbed Hashirama's Senjutsu, he specifically states this will be easy to control, which doesn't imply that he knows how to absorb more nature energy. Hashirama didn't have it.
What the fuck do you mean? What do you mean this doesn't imply he can absorb more nature energy? He's like, wow, sage energy is easy to control. Like, he's like saying it's easy to use, bro. How does that imply he can't absorb more from the environment? I'm not necessarily saying that he can, but like, there's nothing wrong with it if you assume that he does, because he literally says it's easy to control. So like, the whole thing Naruto did about like sage training, he specifically like had to learn to balance the chakra, the Senjutsu chakra, the sage chakra. Madara did it instantly. So I'm not saying he can just passively absorb it from the environment, but it doesn't matter. He can absorb it from the Admirals if he wants to, and then just leave them for fucking their lifeless bodies on the ground, because all they are is like natural elements. That's what their Logias are, at least. I don't even think that they are specifically this.
Any sage markings on his face, even though they did appear on Madara's chest. This could mean that he absorbed only a small amount of nature energy, or he used Hashirama as...
Oh, I forgot a $5 donation from Dane April. If only we'd seen Madara use an ocular genjutsu, maybe on the 4th Raikage, who is slower than... Yeah, exactly, bro.
Like, think of it this way, chat. He's the... If Hashirama is the one that's absorbing his sage mode is like easy to control. What happens after this, chat? What does Madara turn into?
Oh my god.
Does he absorb and become the Jinchuriki of something that has an immeasurable power, where there was so much nature energy that that Kurama told Naruto to not go into sage mode in order to even comprehend, because he wouldn't be able to? Is that because why, chat?
Yeah, and also, someone just pointed this out in chat. He said, about the stamina point, he said, he has yet to prove the Admirals are on Hashirama's level, which is important for stamina. Yeah, what people don't understand is, regardless of how long the fight took between Hashirama and Madara, they're using, some of the most chakra-consuming jutsu known to man. They don't have to fight like that. They don't have to fight using their biggest jutsu. Madara chooses not to fight like that most of the time. So, yeah, they can last a full day and night if they're going all out. And, if they're using, the Buddha statue and the perfect Susanoo and firing, rapid-fire Biju bombs and creating the Valley of the End and shit. Yeah, they can go a full day and night doing that. Which they would not last that bombardment, bro. So yeah, who knows how long they would last if they were just fighting conservative, though.
To absorb more, though nothing implies it. Either way, Sage Mode isn't a permanent power-up, and without any concrete evidence to say that Madara could generate more Senjutsu chakra on his own, it's likely possible...
He never runs out of it, so it's permanent for as long as it's on screen.
...that it'll eventually run out. Lord Fukusaku told Naruto that his Sage Mode would only last at most 5 minutes, although Naruto arguably did increase that time limit through training and fighting.
Naruto's ass at controlling Sage Mode at that point compared to Madara.
What do you mean, arguably? What do you mean, arguably?
Oh, yeah, bro.
With the majestic attire Susanoo. Capable of maintaining Sage Mode, that time limit through training and fighting, Hashirama seemed to be capable of maintaining Sage Mode throughout his entire clash with the majestic attire Susanoo. Madara would likely have Sage Mode for over 5 minutes, but one should keep in mind that the time limit shortens depending on the quantity of jutsu.
That means he at least has Sage Mode for a full day and night, bro.
As for Limbo, it's certainly one of the most powerful tools in his arsenal. And
oh, look at this, chat. Perceiving the ghost is impossible. The enemy lacks preparation. Preparation calls for disaster. Now, to be fair, I let Haki users interact with Limbo. Even though they're not using chakra. They're not using chakra, and they don't have the capability to interact with beings that exist in another dimension. That's not provable. Because it literally states right here, a person who owns a Rinnegan is able to intervene in an adjacent world, an extremely distant world. In this dimension, a shadow is produced which cannot be detected by anyone connected to the normal world. So it's saying this is like an alternate dimension, a very distant world, and shit like that, right? Haki and Logia users have never interacted with an interdimensional being like this, right? But for the sake of verse equalization, I would let them. But since there's just no verse equalization, there's no proof they can interact with Limbo, according to this guy, basically. And because they don't have chakra, because they don't have chakra, they can't interact with it either. So
the problem is that
about chakra specifically.
Even if we allowed Haki to be able to interact with Limbo, the only way that I can see an argument for the Admirals possibly being able to combat the Limbo is if they had future sight.
Which they don't probably have, because people assume they have future sight, right?
Yeah, that's the thing, it's just there is some mild, very mild evidence, but it's nothing as concrete. We have proof. Yeah. It's they have observation Haki, but that's it. We don't have anything that proves that they
Isn't observation Haki just kind of like a spidey sense?
It's it's basically danger sense.
Okay,
in a way.
which regular Sage mode has, let alone Sage's 6-pad sensing, which can allow you to see like the origins of the world and like literally perceive the future, like So they have better precognition than them. They have better intangibility than them, and they have
someone.
Go ahead.
Someone just mentioned, yeah, like, what if the Limbos just go right behind the Admirals and just rip their souls out of their bodies?
There's nothing stopping them from doing that. Like, they literally would sneak up on them, because not even, like, Sensory Ninja can sense the Limbo clones, because they're not even in the same dimension. So characters who can literally sense intangible beings can't sense the Limbo, because they're in another dimension. They can sense pure chakra from across the planet, and they can't sense Limbo. So, it's because Limbo don't even exist in the same dimension. So they have better intangibility, they have better precognition, they have better AP, they have soul snatching capabilities, they have chakra and energy absorption capabilities. So there's just they literally have nothing on the fucking Limbo. The Limbo would rip their fucking spine out of their anus, and they would sit there and do fuck all about it. So, yeah, the Limbo is literally just better than everything Haki users have. In every facet.
It literally says that they attain all the same skills, so...
it's just everything that the Haki users have, but better. Like, it's like, okay, we have intangibility, but it's so much better than regular intangibility. Like, it's so intangible, even characters who can interact with intangible beings can't touch us. Like, you have to have, like, fucking Sage's 6-pad chakra to interact with this shit.
Visible.
Here's something else, too, I just remembered.
Okay, go ahead.
There's a character called Big Mom, and one of her whole abilities is being able to absorb the souls of other people. The thing is, there's never been a case where someone's soul gets ripped out of their body that uses Haki that would be able to like just pull a Naruto, grab it, and pull it back into themselves.
Yeah, there's never
like
been
that's
that
never
situation.
been considered like an active strategy.
Is there any proof that Haki even interacts with the soul?
No.
It's like pure willpower, right? It has nothing to do with the soul. At best, it's the mental energy aspect of chakra.
Literally, one of like the big like proponents of like Conqueror's Haki being intertwined with armament was that it could do more damage, like basically just have like an AP boost. There's nothing about it like remember the whole tree thing I showed you?
Yeah, I remember that.
That was like the whole thing of like, oh, it could do that much more damage now. It has nothing to do with like interacting with the soul or anything.
Yeah. Isn't the Limbo clones equal to Madara? Yeah, they're all stated equal. Don't forget at this point Haku is still faster. That's 100% facts.
By people or objects from our world without the use.
I don't actually think that Haku's faster, by the way, but based on this guy's arguments, he's faster.
Path Senjutsu. It's powerful enough to knock away all the tailed beasts in one hit, although it could be argued they were caught off guard.
Beings of pure energy, by the way. Pure chakra.
Knock away all the tailed beasts in one hit, although it could be argued they were caught off guard. For as powerful...
Yeah, they were caught off guard. You know who else is getting caught off guard, Surfbone?
Yeah,
the Admirals, bro.
Jutsu is on paper and practice, it's likely not going to be very...
Limbo is one of the most powerful jutsu in Naruto, just from a hacks-based perspective. Against most characters in I don't agree with it is really hacks actually, but against most characters in fiction, it would be one of the more annoying abilities one would have to deal with. However, against opponents like the Admirals who can just ignore most physical attacks, it's literally it's not a physical attack. It is coming from an intangible being that is like actually can rip out your soul. Who can just ignore most physical attacks is not as effective as one would think. There isn't a single piece of canon evidence that should lead one to believe the Limbo clone can just ignore the Admiral's intangibility.
What?
Dude. Sage's 6-pad chakra literally allows Naruto to touch the intangible Limbo clones. They're referred to as ghosts, bro. They're talked about as ghosts that exist in an entirely different dimension. That's how intangible they are. They're beings of pure chakra, because they're clones, that exist in an alternate dimension and are considered ghosts. And it says that counterattacking is impossible by normal users. And Sage's 6-pad chakra allows you to interact with them. What the fuck you mean they can't touch this? Can't touch this. Can't touch this. That's what the fucking Admirals are going to be singing when the fucking Limbo clones come up. Or when the Limbo clones come up, that's what they're going to be singing to the Admirals. They're going to be whispering in their ear. Can't touch this.
Useful against the Admirals. Without a way to solidify any of the Admirals, it's essentially just going to punch ice, magma, or light. I'm personally curious as to how it would interact with Akainu's magma, since it's natural magma. Would the Limbo clone burn its hand
Noodles,
touch?
pause real quick.
What's up?
I want you to read this guy's fucking description real quick.
What, this one? I already read most of it. There isn't a single piece
No. I'm saying his video description. Read it real quick.
I don't want to hate on him too hard.
This is probably my most researched video yet.
Stop. Let's not hate on him too hard.
As for the Rinnegan, its 6 paths abilities aren't as useful as one may think. Besides Shinra Tensei and Chibaku Tensei, most of the abilities don't really help out Madara. He doesn't rely on any of the paths besides the Preta path.
Man, he just ignored the fucking Soul Steal, and he ignored the Chakra absorption of the Rinnegan, and he ignored, like, so many other abilities of the Rinnegan, man.
Which can't absorb double.
How about Bancho Tinning, bro? Just pulls all the Admirals in and fucking starts, like, skull fucking them right then. Like, pulls them all into the fucking perfect Susanoo and starts stabbing them all. Like, like, just... Dude, this is so bad.
Food abilities. And the human path needs to make physical contact, but he can't force any of the Admirals to solidify. Would Shinra Tensei be more effective since they can reform themselves if pushed away? Would Chibaku Tensei work if they can blast their way right out or dodge the pull with superior speed? As for wood style, the most common jutsu I could see one try to argue that could be effective is the advent of World of Flowering Trees, which produces pollen that can render an opponent unconscious.
It can poison them.
Akainu and Aokiji could permanently change the weather on an island that had mountains and volcanoes on it. Unless one can prove Madara's forest is larger than the islands, these two should be capable of burning or freezing the flowers. As for Kizaru, he was capable of casually destroying one of the giant mangrove trees in Sabaody.
Man, wood style is so fucking irrelevant to this
have
fucking
roots
fight.
so large they extend down to the bottom of the ocean at 10,000 meters. Each mangrove is so large they have entire towns and districts between them.
You can be as big as you want and you can still get fucked up.
There isn't a lot Madara can do. His arsenal has...
There isn't a lot Madara can do. Soul Steal, Genjutsu, Perfect Susanoo, Biju Bombs, fucking Chakra Absorption, Haki Absorption, fucking just punch them in the face, kill them, obliterate their whole brain, like... What can he do to these people, Surfbone?
Certainly improved, and the 10 times amp he gains from Sage Mode could have
the outer path,
made a difference, but he still doesn't
another
have
way
a
to Soul Steal, basically.
Admirals. Without a concrete way of dealing damage, even with Limbo, the outcome wouldn't really be in Madara's favor. Just because Limbo exists in another dimension, it doesn't mean it can just ignore the...
I know you don't verse equalize, bro. I went into depth on this stream why I disagree, and like it doesn't matter if you verse equalize or not. Like, the thing is, if you don't equalize verses, Haki can't provably work on Chakra users. How is he going to touch them? The same way that, man, Eon, if you want to do this, we can hop in a VC. We can do it right now on stream if you want. I'm not gonna. We can do this text to VC thing, but I'm gonna have such an advantage over you if you do that. I can go over why they can touch them. Why not?
Perfect. You said why not?
Yeah, we'll get them in VC. Do you have a Discord?
Yeah. I'm definitely gonna hop out of here. So you.
Honestly, all right, Surfbone.
Oh damn, he's with family. That's unfortunate.
Okay, well we can do it another time. I'll explain it all in detail. Like I've already had a 2-hour stream at this point, going over like verse equalization, going over like the intangibility capabilities of Naruto characters and stuff like that, like their abilities to interact with pure elements, their abilities to interact with mental and spiritual energies and things like that. And I go over all that. So if you get the time, peep the stream. But if not, we can do it another time. So appreciate you for showing up, big dog. And like I said, I'm not trying to hate on you in specific, but I definitely disagree with your video in a lot of aspects. So I don't even think it's like a fair fight. But I'm gonna continue reacting. Don't take harsh feelings from this. This is honest criticism.
The Admiral's intangibility. I can't really think of...
Every single feat involving Madara's Limbo clones are all based on taijutsu. They never replicate any of the jutsu, which limits their utility. Kind of confused what you mean by this. Not to mention they have returned to him after a period of time. Yeah. Once Madara's Sage Mode runs out, he'll be even weaker and his stamina shouldn't be any better than we fought Hashirama. Yeah, I already went over stamina.
Could be useful. For the final round, we'll be talking about Ten Tails Madara versus all 3 Admirals.
Oh boy.
The Chakra of the Ten Tails was so massive, it was considered to be that of a small planet. While rampaging and maturing, the Ten Tails could release massive tailed beast bombs that could be shot across the continent.
Yep.
The Naruto world size is a lot harder to figure out because there aren't that many statements that
It's just like a continent in size. It's nothing special.
It is referred to as Earth, so it could be implied at the lowest interpretation to be as large as our world. Through some calcs, it has.
I mean, we literally see it in the last of Naruto. It's the same Earth.
The use of statements from Tsunade and Kakashi, where they mention that it would take 3 days to get to the Hidden Sand Village. And Gaara's Sand novel, which mentions shinobi could make journeys of 1,000 miles without taking a break. One could apply these calcs if they agree with them. However, like the One Piece calcs, it's all ultimately headcanon. Absorbing the Ten Tails gave Madara more than just a massive amp. In addition to getting more Limbo clones, his regenerative abilities improve to the point he is nearly immortal. He can be sliced in half, or half of his body could be melted, and he can grow back his limbs with little to no issue given enough time.
Yep.
2 things I should bring up is whether or not the God Tree improved his regenerative abilities, and the possibility that
just an
Madara's
assumption if it did. His regeneration's already crazy. He's absorbing a whole God Tree in a single panel there, like 2 panels.
One should at least consider that even if his regenerative properties have far surpassed anything that Hashirama or Tsunade can pull off, it should still be an ability that requires Chakra to function. His truth-seeking orbs are by far the most important part of his arsenal, because they essentially nullify Chakra and
this is like the 8th win con now
that they come in contact with, including the soul. I would argue that this...
How does he touch them? I'll explain it to you real quick. I explained it earlier in chat, but Chakra itself is made of pure mental and spiritual energy. I showed the scan for it. It's right here. This is the first thing. Those are the mental and... it says, chakras are put it simply, the energies that a shinobi requires in order to perform ninjutsu. Basically, these energies are those of the body drawn from each and every one of the approximately 13 trillion cells that are believed to make up the human body. Those are the mental and spiritual energy acquired over the course of training. Together, those 2 forms of energy are what make up the chakra. So it's basically saying that mental and spiritual energy are put together to form chakra. Chakra itself is pure energy and intangible. This is shown to us when Naruto's chakra cloak, which is made of pure chakra, grabs the soul from out of his body and he pulls it back in. So he's able to interact with something that's completely intangible with pure chakra right there. So chakra does already have properties that make it inherently intangible, and they're able to interact with intangible things. Madara also has soul steel, which is a Rinnegan ability, which allows him to interact with intangible beings. Just like Big Mom's soul steel. And even Haki users aren't able to interact, or like every time Big Mom uses her soul steel throughout all of One Piece, none of those characters are ever seen like pulling their soul back in their body like Naruto did. So it just goes to show that like characters in Naruto, just with pure chakra alone, let alone even talking about like Limbo clones and shit like that, and Sage energy, which bypass durability and things like that, can already interact with intangible beings. Limbo clones themselves are referred to as ghosts in the 4th data book. It's stated that the Limbo clones are phantoms that exist in an alternate dimension, a very distant world. Let me see if I can find that real quick for you.
The argument that I wanted to pull up is where Sasuke's like how Kirin works is that he's literally interacting with natural forming lightning that's occurring within a thunderstorm, and he's already going up, grabbing the lightning via chakra, and then throwing it to the ground.
It's spiritual.
If that doesn't prove that chakra is capable of like affecting like natural elements, I don't know what is.
It's spiritual and physical energy. Right here it says it's spiritual and mental energy. I'm not for sure what scan you're referring to, but it has definitively been referred to as spiritual and mental here. So
yeah,
you got to think of it like
physical energy. One was like when it was referring to it as stamina.
Yeah, and the fact is, it can interact with souls directly. So it can, like, pure chakra is intangible. It can interact with intangible things.
Eon, how do you think he's guiding the Thunderbolt?
Yeah, if it's not interacting with pure energy, how would it be guiding the Thunderbolt? Is what Surfbone's saying.
And also, how does he turn it into a lightning dragon if he's not literally like changing the form of the lightning into something else? Like, he can't just be guiding a lightning bolt that just randomly decided it's going to turn into a dragon.
He still needs to make physical contact to soul steel. It doesn't matter. The fact that his chakra can reach inside his body and pull it out, that's all that matters. And like we know for a fact, his Limbo clones don't need physical contact at all. They're ghosts.
If Sasuke with just regular ass chakra is able to grab like a lightning bolt out of the sky and throw it down at Itachi, why can't Madara just grab them with like intangible Limbo clones and pull their souls out of their body?
He's using lightning release to guide it. No, it's actually directly stated to not be lightning release. It's actually stated to be it's actually stated to be stronger than anything that uses a change in chakra nature. Lightning release is a change in chakra nature. It's directly stated in Naruto that it does not use a change in chakra nature. It uses natural lightning. So it's interacting with pure energy and elemental energy with pure chakra. Chakra itself is spiritual and mental. I have it up on screen right now. So they do have their energy that they infuse into their attacks. Their energy that they're using in attacks interacts with the spirit. So their ninjutsu and everything totally interacts with intangible beings. It's 100% demonstrable in the manga. And where does it say that they use a chakra when he's basically using the Chidori? The Chidori uses chakra, so if you're comparing it to that...
What do you think the Chidori is composed of, dude?
Yeah.
Like, you were making this whole distinction in your own video about how chakra-based attacks are not the same as natural elements. But you're trying to make this whole thing about, but he's using the Chidori, though.
Let me pull up the Kirin data.
And that doesn't matter. That whole distinction doesn't matter.
Yeah, hold on. A ninjutsu used by those who gain the six... Oh, wait, what the fuck am I looking at? That's Light Fang, bro.
It's right there. Wait, hold on. It's right there.
Okay.
Nope.
Let's read what this says. I haven't read this one in a while. Sasuke, the cry of a mythical beast rocks the world. Sasuke created this ultimate lightning jutsu. He uses a fire-style jutsu such as Dragon Flame technique to quickly heat the air and create a violent rising current in the air. The rising current creates thunderheads, which create lightning, which is guidable towards a specific target. It is a relatively low impact chakra. It is relatively low impact chakra on the user. In essence, that doesn't make sense because Sasuke passes out after this. But yeah, it's literally implying that chakra is what's used to guide this into this like thunder dragon that attacks somebody. So it does directly say.
Wait, hold on.
That
Go down.
Chakra. Go ahead.
Go down again. Yeah, lightning takes the shape of the legendary beast, Kirin, and vanquishes the enemy in a flash. How does it change into a legendary beast if Sasuke is not actually manipulating the lightning?
Yeah, he is. I mean, it's natural lightning that he's turning into a lightning dragon and then guiding it with chakra towards somebody. I guess he's saying it's like low chakra impact because the dragon itself doesn't require that much chakra to like manipulate into this form and guide down, but his chakra is still directly interacting with it.
And Eon, what we're effectively proving here is if Sasuke is able to do this exact thing with natural lightning, he should be able to do the exact same thing whenever Madara is interacting with the Admirals. Like, you're trying to make Sasuke into this like random like outlier for some reason. It's obviously not just a normal lightning bolt. What?
It is natural lightning. It's stated to be natural lightning, buddy. The only difference is he's guiding it, like forming it into a dragon. Like it's still natural lightning. It just looks like a dragon. Yeah. 361. Let's go have a peek at 361 just to show you what I'm talking about. Just so you know, it's specifically not using a change in chakra nature. Like Black Zetsu, who's the smartest character in the series, says it. This is the right fucking chapter. What the hell?
It says 391.
391. My bad. My eyesight's gone bad. My eyesight is gone bad. Alright, 391.
But Madara would have to change his chakra natures to ice, magma, and light? No!
He wouldn't have to do that. He can just interact with them directly.
How that
like, what I don't think you understand, like, Sage Mode itself is nature energy, and he can absorb pure nature energy, which is in itself intangible. So if you're talking about, like, natural energies, like lightning and ice and magma and stuff like that, there's absolutely no reason he shouldn't be able to interact with them.
Naruto literally punched the ice mirrors that that Haku made in the first arc. And he was not using any means of chakra nature. There was like a whole thing about like fire and water natures being able to interact with each other. There's like a whole like type chart about how like certain like advantages and disadvantages can occur when different chakra natures like come into contact with each other. It's not like you have to replicate the exact same one in order to interact with another chakra nature. That's never been a thing ever.
Alright, here it is. He shot fire-style jutsu in the sky to rapidly raise the ambient air temperature and create an ascending air current to form a cumulonimbus cloud. So he's already talking about a natural occurrence, like a cumulonimbus cloud. And what does that have to do with it? He doesn't have to use his own chakra, but just take advantage of the enormous ambient atmospheric energy. So it's talking about the energy in the atmosphere, the pure natural energy in the atmosphere, to create a lightning-style jutsu. He says, which one? Doesn't matter whichever one. This is Black Zetsu. It'll be on a totally different scale than what anyone can create using a change in chakra nature alone. So he's literally saying this is going to be stronger than any jutsu that uses a change in chakra nature, because this one doesn't use a change in chakra nature. He's not making a change in chakra nature. He's just actually using the energy in the air, and he's manipulating it with chakra. It doesn't use a lot of chakra, but he is still interacting with this intangible pure energy with chakra, and they specify that it's stronger than anything that uses a change in chakra nature. So it's not using a change. It's not using lightning release at all. Does that make sense?
Like, you're acting like not like Madara in order to interact with the Admirals. He has to like make chakra releases that are the equivalent of whatever elements they're composed of, which is completely untrue.
Yeah, it's talking about pure atmospheric energy right here. Like, it's literally talking about like how he heated up the atmosphere. Like, if you know anything about like storms and tornadoes, like when spring comes around and shit, what happens is warm air mixes with cold air and it forms clouds, and it forms like funnel clouds and shit, and basically just creates a bunch of energy. Like, it creates a bunch of like lightning storms and all kinds of stuff. It's just literally energy in the air that's interacting with each other that's causing that. And that's exactly what's happening here in this cumulonimbus cloud. It's creating an ascending air current, literally. A natural occurrence.
He's using lightning release to guide. Your argument is that he's guiding it with just chakra.
His argument,
his arm is clearly covered in a change in chakra nature, which doesn't matter. What do you think he's using in order to create the lightning release, dude?
Okay, listen. If you want to say that he's using a change in chakra nature to interact with pure energy, does it change anything?
No.
It doesn't change anything. That just means that their changes in chakra nature can interact with pure natural energy anyway. Like, that just means that the change in chakra nature can still interact with intangible energy that flows through the air.
He said it's because it's not normal chakra. What are you even talking about?
What? No, it's just atmospheric energy. This is not chakra at all. This is just atmospheric energy that he's using.
He's talking about lightning. He's talking about lightning release, not being normal chakra.
Dude, it's literally talking about how this is stronger than what anyone can create in a change in chakra nature. A change in chakra nature is lightning release. So the only aspect of lightning release you can argue in this is him using lightning release to guide it. You can argue maybe he's using lightning style to guide the natural energy and interact, but that requires an interaction. That requires them to interact. So that means nature, or a change in chakra nature, lightning style, can interact with pure, intangible, natural energy. Has to. It's the only way that works. $5 from Big Ounce. There's a better One Piece. Yeah, you should definitely hop in VC. If we're misinterpreting what you're saying, like, I understand. Like, if you want to hop in VC, we can totally work it out. But we can do it another time too. I'm always down to wait another time, but I prefer tonight because we're already interacting with your stream now. Interacting with you on stream now, and I don't want to just keep. Like, the problem is, this is why I said this earlier, we're gonna have the advantage on you because we're in VC and you're in text. You're gonna be typing a lot slower. You're not gonna be able to respond to exactly what we say. You know, it's a problem, right? There is a better One Piece versus Naruto video out there that uses the Admirals by Tyler Learn. It's Admirals versus Hokage. It's short but good. Maybe we'll peep that another time.
Not fair, though.
I just don't understand how, like, you look at this and you're like, yeah, this isn't natural energy. Like, it's like...
Well, yeah, it's just like... He makes the whole argument about it. Oh, but it's lightning release, though. He's guiding with lightning release. It's like, and that doesn't matter.
Yeah,
The
that
whole
just means
point is
that means chakra can
it's
interact with natural energy. So
like it's just like you're making this whole again. What's the whole point of making this whole big distinction about but lightning release is not the same as natural elements, and then starting to then be like, oh yeah, but he's using lightning release to interact with it. It's different.
yeah,
Sasuke used lightning style chakra to guide the lightning. For your argument to work, you'd have to show an example of a character manipulating natural elements like Sasuke with normal chakra, no change. What?
hold on, bro.
Yeah,
You
so
think a
he's
change
trying to
in
make
chakra
it.
nature isn't normal chakra? A change in chakra nature can be done by anyone with chakra. Like anyone. Anyone with chakra can create a change in chakra nature. I have never seen a ninja that can't. Naruto has wind nature chakra at least. Sasuke has lightning. Sasuke has fire. Those are like his changes in chakra nature. That's still just normal chakra though. This isn't something out of the ordinary that Sasuke doesn't use. You remember the paper test from early part 2 when Kakashi gives Naruto the paper test and he talks about the differences between change and chakra natures and how like if you hold the paper and you have wind style nature, it'll cut the paper. If you have like lightning style, it'll like crinkle the paper up. I don't know what the others are, but those are just examples. Like regular ninja have changes in chakra nature. All that means is that chakra can cause a change in nature. Like you can change the nature of chakra itself into lightning style, into fire style. But that proves that these characters, like Madara, who can change like his into fire style, right? That means it's pure energy, bro. They're interacting with pure energy itself and interacting with elements. Like I don't know what to tell you, bro. Like, you have to at least agree that Sasuke in particular here is doing it, so I don't know why you would struggle to agree that other characters who can use a change in chakra nature also can't interact with intangible beings, because they've provably shown to. It's also mental and spiritual energy, as stated here. Mental and spiritual.
Marshmallow, the whole point of this argument that we're having with this Eon guy is because he's trying to make this claim that Madara can't even interact with the Admirals, and that essentially that he would need to somehow be able to interact with them first before they can even like interact with the soul.
Yeah. Naruto's pure chakra without even making a chakra nature. Like without even turning into like a change in chakra transformation. He can still grab his own soul and pull it back in. Because chakra itself can interact with pure mental and spiritual energy. Which is just as impressive as interacting with intangible natural energy, by the way. That's the same level of intangibility, if not more impressive to interact with spiritual energy.
I would want to see the evidence that they need to touch the physical body in order to pull the souls out, and not that they're literally just going into their body to grab the soul and pull it out. Yeah. I would love to see the actual evidence that you need to touch the physical body itself. Like, they have to actually interact with it physically before they can even touch the soul.
Yeah, just because they put their hand on their head and it, like, stops them doesn't mean they actually have to do that. In fact, hold on, I have a video to show. Pain steals Shizune soul. This is not the right one. Maybe it's a different one. Hold on. Hold on. This will work, actually. He touches him. He touches Shizune initially, but then look what happens. He's still grabbing it. You notice how he's still pulling it out without even physically interacting with her head anymore? Like he's still touching the soul?
Essentially, what you would have to prove, Eon, is that it's a prerequisite that they have to touch the physical body itself in order to.
Yeah, he's no longer touching the physical body right now, and he's just got the soul in his hand. Do you think he's doing this with his physical hands or with his chakra? It's his chakra, bro.
And do you think that puppet master ninja are just far more advanced because they're able to use pure chakra to take control of puppets and other people?
They're controlling it with pure chakra. Pure chakra can interact with the Admirals, let alone nature transformations and shit.
Again, saying every single example shows physical contact. No, you're trying to make it sound like it's a prerequisite.
But look at this though. There's no physical contact right now. I don't care if it started with physical contact. He still is just think about it, right? Let's say the physical contact aspect doesn't work on the Admirals. Like his hand floats through their face. What stops him from his hand floating through his face and him grabbing the soul though? Because he can clearly grab soul still. So even if, like, his physical hand doesn't stop at the head, right? Like, the only reason this even matters is because the physical hand stops at the head, right? But the chakra aspect still can grab the soul. There's nothing stopping that. It's just like Big Mom stealing a soul, bro. It's no different. Let me look at the other example. Yeah, it's just assuming that there's, like, a prerequisite, like you said. Steals soul. Naruto. I wish I found the first example, because it's pretty good, too. Another good example. I'll show you another one that's really good. Naruto grabs his own soul. Look at this. Naruto literally is grabbing his own soul right here. With his chakra hands. See how his chakra hands are grabbing it? It kind of even looks like his regular hands can do it too. But, like, you have to admit that if he can grab his own soul with pure chakra, that pure chakra can interact with intangible beings. So giving Haki users intangibility does not stop chakra from interacting with them. It doesn't. Because the property in itself is intangibility. If they can interact with other intangible things, there's nothing stopping them from interacting with Haki users. That's the problem.
Oh my god. Nate's just sending me proof where Gaara's literally just grabbing, like, the Kurama avatar with sand.
Stop, bro.
Look at this. He's grabbing it with sand.
Dude, even his fucking sand can grab pure energy, bro. Dude,
Indeed.
Bees' tails can grab pure energy. It's crazy, bro.
And we're making this whole fucking big distinction. It's like, oh no, the animals are just invincible, bro.
Yeah. Just because they got intangibility don't mean they're untouchable, bro. I hate to tell you. It means as long as people can touch intangible things, they'll be able to touch them. Like, do you think Superman, like, even though he can interact with Martian Manhunter's intangibility, that suddenly mean, like, he still can't interact with Haki users because it's not Haki? You honestly think that, like, Superman wouldn't be able to touch an Admiral? Like, it's intangibility. That's the hacks they have. It's not that impressive in terms of Naruto. They steal souls. They can interact with pure energy. It's literally stated to be mental and spiritual. They can interact with pure natural elements, as shown with Sasuke. Like, his chakra can just purely interact with pure nature energy. Like, I don't know how many more examples you need of this shit working, bro. Like, I know you've been on this One Piece train a while, and nobody reps Naruto characters. Like, probably, like, you've seen me rep them, because I actually rep that most Naruto characters actually can interact with intangibility. I've been doing this shit a long time, so I know all the arguments for it, so... Just, you know...
Oh, no.
What's up?
Basic ass shinobi are using chakra to pull out chakra.
No, bro. No way.
They're grabbing chakra. Look at that.
Dude, look at this shit.
Look at all of them go.
Hold on. Dude, all the shinobi in the Alliance can just grab this... All the shinobi in the Alliance, look at this shit, bro. They're just all grabbing this chakra stream. They're just like, alright, grab it, motherfuckers. This is pure energy, by the way.
Are interacting with pure energy.
Yeah, they can interact with intangibility, bro.
With spiritual energy.
It's crazy. It's crazy, bro. This is insane. Have a good night, guys. Read my points. Maybe one day, Eon. Listen, they're all linked by Kurama's chakra. So you agree that having, like, chakra can make you interact with intangible things?
Crazy. Literally, Kurama's chakra is just chakra. It's not anything special. It's literally just normal chakra.
Surfbone. Go play with your cousins, Eon. Like I said, I don't mean to take you away from your family. I'd rather did this in VC. So if you want to do it another time, feel free to do it another time. Play with your cousins. Enjoy your family. Probably should have waited until the stream was over, but either way, it's all good, bro. Appreciate you for showing up even. We're going to finish your video, though. Actually, what time is it? It's 9:10.
It's...
The only thing left I really have to talk about in terms of this matchup, I honestly don't even need to see the rest of the video.
Yeah, honestly, because
I'll say this.
You can just arrange this debate with Eon.
Yeah,
really.
I'll arrange the debate with Eon. I don't even know where the video went even, so fuck it. What I'll say is this, chat. Truth-seeking orbs have every single change in chakra nature. That means, including lightning release and shadow and light style, which are the principles that created all things in the universe, by the way. It's stated in the Naruto guide. So that means, like, he has yin-yang release, along with every single element, which formed the principles and the basis of all of creation, including the natural energy that exists in the world, including all the spiritual, physical, and mental energies that exist in the world. That's all in the truth-seeking orb. And they physically erase spirits out of existence. Minato got his arm chopped off by truth-seeking orbs, and they were still gone in his spirit form. That means they destroy souls. And it's stated by Tobirama to be complete erasure. So they erase you from existence, including your soul. They are the most... And not only that, but they can interact with beings that exist in an entirely different dimension when Naruto uses them to interact with Limbo clones. Think about that level of intangibility. And think about that level of pure energy. There's simply no way that the Admirals are going to be able to deal with Naruto characters. Maybe not Naruto characters, but Madara. There's simply no way. So, I hope you all enjoyed the stream. It was fun. But we're going on, let's see now, 2.5 hours now. I've spent 0 time with my fiance tonight, chat. So I'm going to go spend the wee hours I have left, and I'll stream again this weekend for y'all.
Yep.
I appreciate every donation I got.
Yep.
I appreciate the poppin'-ass chat that we've had. I hope it was enjoyable. We even had a surprise appearance from Eon. That was cool. You know, I wish you could have VC'd with me, but yeah.
Yeah, hopefully we'll get that debate either maybe today or on Saturday or something like that.
Yeah. But I will be back tomorrow. Not tomorrow. Probably Sunday.
Marco is not above Zoro. Marshmallow, shut the fuck up.
Fiance? Wow, congrats. Thank you, Jared. Getting married next month, actually.
Yep.
Next month. Won't be even fiance.
And I'm gonna be there.
So yeah, Surfbone's actually flying out to meet me. Surfbone's literally coming to my wedding, y'all. So is Nairobi. Nairobi and Surfbone are gonna be at my wedding. Crazy, right?
Yeah. We're all gonna be in the exact same car. Imagine that.
It's Noodles and I'm not invited? Hell no, Sam.
No, Sam, you are not invited.
Sam,
hell, I told them. Sam, I made it sure that you were not invited.
Yeah.
I'm just that much of a hater.
He specifically asked me not to invite you. I hope you all enjoyed the video and the reaction.
I also told Noodles that he shouldn't invite KD either.
Listen, man, I'm inviting KD whether you like it or not.
No, please.
I'm inviting him. I don't think you understand how funny it is.
No.
I'm invited. Anyway, chat. Thank you all for the donations. We'll react to some more shit later.
Marshmallow, I'm not interested. Sorry.
We'll react to this shit later, but you see these three goons on screen, y'all. Aokiji, Kizaru, Akainu.
Yep.
They're all getting fucked up by Madara. Not even the strongest version. Ten Tails is overkill in every respect. So, I hope I've made that abundantly clear to y'all, that Madara is not to be fucked with. The only one in that verse that's even standing a chance is Whitebeard, and I don't even think he's getting really to the top tier of Naruto. No, hell no, definitely not.
Oh.
Whitebeard, Gear 5 Luffy, and Kaido, you know, they could be fitting in the war arc somewhere. But that's about it. The strongest weak guy of the day. Who's your favorite of the three, Noodle Man? My favorite? It's definitely not Aokiji. I guess Kizaru's pretty cool. I'll go with Kizaru. Yeah, I like Kizaru.
This motherfucker needs to keep reading One Piece so then he can make some more decisive conclusions on these three.
Alright, chat. I love y'all. I'll see you later. Goodbye. Say bye,
Peace.
Surfbone.
See
Bye,
ya.
everybody. Bye-bye. This is it. Goodbye. Bye-bye. Bye-bye. Goodbye.